Yeah. I slept in so much longer than I thought I was going to. Actually, okay, so I had an awesome day yesterday because I got baptized. But also, yeah, I went to bed, I think around like maybe 10-ish, which I've been getting in the habit of going to bed like at maybe like 9. So I went to bed late last night. And I had a good sleep. And then this morning I woke up at 3 a.m. and just kind of hung out until like 5, 6, 6:30. And I was like, let's just close my eyes for a little bit. So I closed my eyes, did my little routine, whatever. I think I'm just gonna wake up maybe like close to 9. I woke up right at 9. I couldn't keep my eyes open. I was so tired. Even now, I'm like so tired. But I woke up off the walls. Good morning. How are you? I woke up absolutely off the walls today at 3 a.m. So I'm kind of still recovering. A lot of excitement. Guys, I'm excited. I'm just gonna be on live for like the longest time today. I figured that's all I would do. We're gonna do something new on the hour, every hour. I kind of have a little plan in mind. I wrote it down in my notes tab, and then I realized that I have to go into my phone to get that. But anyway, right now we're kind of just gonna chill out. So yeah, if you guys have any like questions, this and that, I'm just gonna drink my matcha, get some caffeine in me. I don't know, guys. I do have my dogs with me. Noah, Nala, come here. Come here. Come here, say hello. Come say hi. Come say hello. Do you see love? Come here. Come here. Come here. No, that's okay. You don't have to. See, the thing is, they will always, like, they will beg for your attention. They want your attention. They will sit here. The moment that you want to give your attention to them, though, that's when you guys don't want it, and then you guys don't want it anymore. And yes, you snuggle wuggle, you don't want it anymore, and then then what do we do, right? Because I want to give you all my love, but then you don't want it. So where do I put it? Where do we put it then? You know, you talk to your dogs and their tail starts going faster. Oh my gosh. The video where I am talking about Jesus, or what am I talking? I don't know. You probably said it the right way. My brain just is not braining. Thank you. Is it the video I posted yesterday? Guys, literally, I used to be a bad noodle, and then Jesus called me out and told me that there's more to my life than being a bad noodle, and I believed him, and then my life got better. So yeah. Highly recommend, if you have not yet answered that call from Jesus, I recommend that you pick up the phone, because yeah, I definitely was not a good noodle for a while, but that's okay. No, yeah, if anyone was with me in high school, if anyone was friends with me in middle school, high school, college, even up until now, like, I am still like actively doing things that I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like this is, I'm like, do I have any morals, But that's just being a human. You can practice so hard every single day, like, but one time you're gonna slip up, and that's okay. And I'm gonna let my dogs inside, because otherwise they're gonna start barking at me. So I'll be right back. And you guys just enjoy yourselves. Just enjoy yourself. Oh my goodness. You wanna go in? Guys. So what happened there is that every time we let my dog inside, because he's asking to go inside every time we actually open the door and he goes inside, I think he has a little, like, PTSD from, well, I don't have to go into all the details, but he starts barking at the door and he gets really mad at the door. And then his sister now is, okay, I shouldn't be laughing. Now his sister's scared to go in, because she knows that after he's barking at the door, as soon as she comes inside, he's gonna start, like, kind of playing with her, but they play by, like, like a soft open mouth. But she runs up, he will be laying there totally calm, she will run up and, like, bite his face, like, in play. So I don't feel bad that he does it back to her, because honestly she instigates it. I used to feel bad, But now I don't, because honestly, I have to tell Nala to chill the fuck out. Excuse my language. I love that word. It just means emphasis. Cue ball, corner pocket. That's how I feel. That's exactly it. Oh, the guy. Okay. All right. We could talk about it. Good morning. How are you guys all? Good morning, everyone. Yeah, let's talk about, okay, let's get right off the bat. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Jesus. Yeah, yesterday I got baptized, and so I went to my church is in it's in Hartford, in Hartford, Connecticut. We hosted it downtown Hartford. So baptism was outside on the street, but we had service inside, and we had it at a theater. But we just bought a new building. Woo! So anyway, we had it inside a theater, and so we went inside, had our service, and then we came out and did baptisms out on the street. If you look at my video, so the guy handing me the microphone was our pastor, Pastor Jeremiah. I go to Vox Church in Connecticut, and I'm part of the Hartford location, but I'm also part of the launch team for the new Naugatuck Valley location. So, yeah, so exciting. They have 13 locations across Connecticut to Mass. Yeah, New England is the least reached of the gospel, like the least reached area of the country in terms of like hearing the gospel. So it's really just an honor to be able to be part of a church that's like so just diverse and expansive, and like is really like, we want to build the city and community. And so after my, okay, yeah, so it's such a great time. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch it, because I basically expose again myself. And yeah, there's a lot of, okay, I have never even, when I said in that video, I never even really have said out loud the fact that like or like really admitted the fact that I could have told my teammate what we were doing, and I selfishly chose not to. And it's like, I deserve to have broken my neck. That was, if you want to call it karma, that was a straight tribulation. That was literally like God said, "Whoa, splat." I love that. I'm so happy about it. Thank God that we have a creator that actually like keeps us safe and within restraints, and has order, because otherwise it just gets mayhem. Shish. I'm trying not to be too okay. I asked ChatGPT some advice about like how to, kind of proceed on this. I need to get back into the working world. I think I'm ready. And ChatGPT told me, he goes, don't go too hard too quick. Like don't put in too much energy too quick, because you'll get tired. And I was like, you're right, ChatGPT, you're right. I will get too tired if I go all in at first, because I think I did that the other week where I hopped on live and like I had so much energy. I wish I could talk without saying I sound like a fucking gorilla. That week where we went back and I was doing a bunch of like cartwheels, and I think we did charades, and I was a snake. That was really fun, guys. Please subscribe. That was that day. That was a good day. Guys, you don't know. I like have a lot of fun on these things. Like I genuinely, like you sit in bed like 2 a.m. and like no one's around unless you're married. Okay, so you're sitting in bed you're sitting in bed at 2 a.m. and you start thinking about things, and you just start cackling. Like, look at my smile. Like, so that's one of the things that I cackle about, is some of the things that are on here. Someone comment. Okay, we are going to get into some funny comments at some point today. Someone has comment. Okay, you guys comment the funniest stuff. I genuinely am speechless. Like, I don't know what to say, because it's so funny, and I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, because I kind of want to save it for the moment. But let me just go by saying I am going to get into kickboxing, and it's just perfect timing. And that is so funny, because I am going to have an alter character or something. And yeah. Okay, I was at this women's breakfast a few days ago for my church, and they go, would anyone be interested in like self-defense class or like kickboxing class? I'm like, yeah, I want to learn how to kick them. If you haven't seen my video, I was walking in the woods one day and thinking to myself, like, if something runs up behind me, I could just kick it in its balls. But that doesn't always work. So sometimes you kind of like need a technique for it. So yeah, there's a couple ladies that are hosting it in Manchester. And so yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna learn how to kick him in his balls. Oh yeah. And if they don't have them, You guys tell me. I don't know. Sunito comment. Yes, I kind of want to change my name. No, I actually do want to change my name. So mine, not to expose myself. I say all the time, like, if someone's watching my live and they really want to stalk me, first of all, I've had people do it before, so I already am my eyes out. Second of all, they're going to. So at this point, I just share all my information. So yeah, I'm saying that because if my mom's on live stream, my mom tells me not to tell the strangers information on the internet, but I tell her I'm going to. So my name is hi. My, oh my god. I mean, I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. Let me just. And what's also going through my head is, when Jesus Christ, He washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. It's just like in the background while my head is going. Plus, I'm hearing all the crickets, and I'm like, matcha, matcha, matcha. So it's a really hard in my head. I don't know what I was telling you guys about, but just hi, I love you. Oh, my name. So I'm genuine look of. My name is Courtney. My middle name is Janet, which is after my grandmother on my father's side, and my last name is Angers, but it looks like Angers, Angers. Hi, Doc. And so my last name is Angers, which is funny. Growing up, I never got angry. I would just get sad if someone hurt me intentionally, which is ironic that that's the feeling that I got sad if someone hurts me intentionally. That was you get anger? No, I get sad if someone hurts me intentionally. Like, how else would I have been exposed to that other than my family? So my family has a generational curse of being angry. So I'm breaking that curse. We are generational curse breakers. We are chain breakers. We are not chain smokers. We are chain breakers. And we did have chain smoking in our past. So we are breaking that. Well, more like chain drinking. Chain smoking, it's not that it's chain smoking, but I think everyone lives on their own schedule. Hi, I'm Sinead. I would love to be able to say that. Yeah, seriously, we're breaking the trauma cycle. Actually, you guys wanna know what's funny? So I'm seeing it in my family. It's like a lot of my family members were not open to even hearing about mental health, and I called them the fuck out because I have a lot of problems, so I have to deal with it. They do too. So I would tell them all the time, like, all my problems, and for like so long, they never listened to me. And then finally, when the cops came the last time, and they said, if we do come back, like this, we are just going to deem this like DV. Even though they should have before, but it's like in their, like, it was literally such a fine line, and at the end of the day, I'm not trying to get my parents in any trouble. So anyway, so after that, they have kind of chilled the fuck out, and have been going on dates, and like being so loving and different, and like trying to be open about it. And I'm like, it's so great that now we can have that. Good job. That's great. I'm really proud of them. So, yeah, girl, friend. Wish I could see you guys behind the screen. You know what I realized last night? Oh, one of the things I was cackling about in my bed was that I realized sometimes I trail off on thoughts, and I just kind of keep babbling and babbling and babbling when I'm on here because no one responds. Not that you guys don't respond, because I love what we got going on in the chat here, but because I can't hear you, I can't see you. And I think that's my biggest struggle in life right now, is that I can't see you. I can't see you. And I want to see you, but I can't. What's my future mother-in-law's name? um, it's funny story. It's not that I disowned myself from my family, but I'm breaking anew. So I joke, I tell them, I tell everyone, because even to me, I say, I'm like, you guys gave birth to me. Like, you guys have DNA that's similar to mine. I got a lot of people whose DNA is similar to mine, but that doesn't mean anything, because just like Jesus said when he was calling his disciples, I believe one was his father. They were, I think they were like, maybe his father was getting buried, something with his father. And Jesus said to the disciple, let the dead bury their own. And that kind of changed things for me. It was like, yes, everyone here is important. I want to chase after everyone. I love everyone. But at some point in time, there is also, and it's okay that there is a differentiation between teams. Like, and scripture talks about it. He who is not against us is still for us, you know, like, but it does talk about teams, and not to say like, I'm going to tell your team that you guys suck and need to have new tryouts. But nowadays there's so much political correctness that we can't even say anything. We can't talk about anything. We can't hit any topics. People get so sensitive and they need people to say and do things that are not maybe like that they people have to say and do things that are not going to offend a single soul, which I don't agree with, because if you don't have an actual opinion, what backbone do you have? What values do you stand on? Who are you? If you don't have a real opinion and you are not actually standing for a value, like, what are you standing for? Someone else? Then you're enslaved to someone else. Don't let them take your life away. Have your own values. Maybe they align with someone else, and if that's the case, then y'all are on the same team. It's things like abortion's a weird topic for me to think about, because as a girl, I can understand why, if something cruel happened, why you wouldn't want to go through with delivery. It's such an emotional burden. And to give life to that child would be such a confusing life. And not everyone wants that. Just because you don't want something doesn't mean you're not called to it. Like, God calls the unqualified and qualifies them. And there's so many things in my life that happened that I never wanted to happen. Now looking back on it, I'm so happy. And not to say anything about, you know, I've had friends that have gotten abortions, and I remember being on the phone on the other line while they did, because it was like, that is an emotional thing to go through. But what I'm trying to get here is that it's something that I went so back and forth with, but after giving it a lot of thought, and I always was like, you know, weird, someone called me. I was always just kind of like pro-choice. I was like, I don't want to get involved. But not standing up for what I believed in is actually me allowing the other side to, oh my God, these dogs, me allowing the other side to go and do what they want. It's me not having a backbone. You guys know what I'm saying here. So after hearing a lot of views and seeing it that way, my values align. I can't even take the dogs anymore. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be right back. God bless you guys. That was crazy. When I was growing up, my parents always said, you need to think before you speak. That did traumatize me because then I got really quiet, but I'm kind of happy they didn't, because you know when you almost say something because you're like, it's just what comes to your head, and then you think about it and you're like, that is, if I were to have said that, like that is insane. But now I want to tell you guys what it was. I love my dog so much, and as soon as, well, it's really not, maybe it's not that bad, but as soon as it started barking, right now, okay, I was thinking, I was like, you guys are going to the pound. But then instead of like, I used pound, like dog pound as the word, but in my head, you know, like a mill, like a puppy mill. You guys are going back to the mill. They're getting shipped out to New York. They are from New York. They can go right back home. Fun fact about my dogs. I love this one. I tell you guys all the time, I think. My boy Noah is our oldest boy. He we got him from a breeder out in New York. We had 3 dogs all together. Okay. We started getting our Charlotties out there, I think when I was in like, it was like 2000, 2011, 2010, something like that. And he had an older sister. We got her. And then when she was older, so then I was in college, we got Noah. So it was like 2017, 2018, we got Noah. Okay, then like a few years later, so I think it was like 2022, we got Nala. Okay, here's the part of my story that I'm telling you guys. Nala's mother and father, okay, so Nala and Noah are really, really, I actually, funny story, I have my Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication Studies and Public Relations, and I studied storytelling and public speaking. Do you guys know that? That literally I went to school for public speaking and storytelling and cannot for the life of me tell a story. And if anyone ever meets my old professor, Professor Petrino, Vince, do not tell him. Do not tell him, because he would definitely drill. He had one thing that he would tell us. It was like, he's like, make sure you set the scene, and then something about like the plot. I don't know what it was. It was the one thing he really made sure to hone in on us, to teach us, and I have no idea what it was. And that's why I can't tell good stories. Mostly because every time I took a storytelling class, my fucking ex was in the class. I swear, every semester in college, my ex was in at least 1 or 2 of my classes. Even if we weren't in the same classes at the beginning of the semester, about a weekend, same classes. I'm like, are you fucking stalking me? But then I realized I don't think he is, because our lifelines, unintentionally, there were times where I would think something weird, absurd, like, and then I would get a text along the lines, and it was like our energies were just kind of like in sync. It was the craziest thing. And yeah, sad that it didn't ever work out with him. I'm gonna be honest, that one was my fault too, and I definitely pay karma on that. For, I think part of my since breaking my neck, okay, I broke my neck, and then life was good up until I made a bad choice, and then karma has kind of served me through, and it's been 6 years. So anyway, I think I was telling you guys something else. I wish I could finish my stories. I think I am going to reach out to Vince and be like, Vince, please help me. Yeah, well, oh my God, my last name. So my name is Courtney Janet Angers, Angers, looks like Angers. Yeah, we're from France. Okay, I don't understand this part. So we're from France, right? So my father, the name comes from France. But when they came from France, and they went to Canada. How many times can I say France in one sentence? And when I looked on our documents, the last name was Cyr, C-Y-R. But then when I go through the tree, at some point it switches to Angers, A-N-G-E-R-S, Angers. And it was like Lucien something, Lucien Angers. But if you were here the other week, you saw from my grandfather's old house in Bristol, where they came down. Apparently, the story goes they came down from Maine, or they came down from France to Canada to Maine, and then to Bristol, Connecticut, and they worked at New Departure, and they went to like this St. Anne's Church or whatever at St. Andrews, and they were part of that little like collective colonization group. Fun, and this happened maybe like 100, 200 years ago. I don't know, maybe 1800s. I could talk faster, but I'm not going to. If you were here with me the other week, you saw from my grandfather's apartment that I just told you about, after they had completely emptied out the place, I mean completely emptied out the place, everything. There was a bad storm, so we had to go there to use the showers because they had city water and we have well water here. So we went to go take a shower there. In the middle of the floor, in one of the rooms, I find a set of keys. Maybe I should just go get it. I found a set of keys, and one of them says Eagle Co. Eagle Co. It's like 417, and then there's a ringer, like a whole ringer thing. That's, I think this is like made in Taiwan, and then there's like 3 different keys. One of them is small, and it literally looks like a little like Quebec, like the little like plus sign with like a little like kind of ball thing at the end. Then there's another key that was a master key to, it's like a master key, and it has like some small writing on it. I have a photographic memory, but like clearly it's not perfect. And then there's another key that has the like the other stuff. So there's 3 keys. But okay, what I was gonna tell you about is the off of the keychain, there is the keychain holder thing. It has a building on it that's from, on one side, Woonsocket, Rhode Island. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but from Rhode Island. And then on the other side, it has it's about their church. I have to look up the church to see if that church is from Rhode Island, but I thought it was the one from here in Connecticut. At least maybe, you know, it's probably from the church, and they just, you know, as they're spreading the gospel, they probably went that way. But interesting that that's from Rhode Island, but my family, I never heard about my family going to Rhode Island. I thought they literally went from Maine to Bristol, and we've been in Bristol since, and then my family moved a town over. Anyway, so if you guys really want to find me, that's where I'm at. We can be friends. Yeah, so my name. So yeah, my last name is Angers, but I want to change it to Joy. So anyway, the whole point of this story was that my name is Courtney Janet Angers, and I want to change it to Courtney Janet Joy because I no longer feel Angers fits me. Wow. I don't know how you guys sit through this. Like, I have a hard time. I have a hard time telling it. It's probably why my mom tunes me out. She goes, okay. She literally just walks out of the room as I'm telling her a story, and she'll start a conversation with like my dad or something, or she'll pick up the phone and like start doing something, and I'm like, I was talking. She was like, oh, I didn't know. I'm like, how do you not know I'm talking to you? How do you not know I'm talking? It is probably the hardest thing to listen to. Anyway, hey. Oh, it triggered the shaving of the head. Wait, what do you mean? I love Jesus. Wait, what do you mean unconscious story versus intentional story? Yeah, preaching about accountability sometimes is not welcomed, and it's like, bro, but we gotta be accountable. It's like, if you don't hold yourself accountable, it's like, I'm struggling with that because I don't hold myself accountable. I set goals. But I will wait. That's my problem. I procrastinate. I take life for granted. And God is telling me not to do that. Do I listen? I try. Most of the time. So which triggered the shaving of the head. It's just more comfortable. And I kind of like it. Like, I'm kind of starting to like it. It's so much easier than having long hair. Like, granted, I would love to have long hair because it looks good. Like, in my opinion. I like it, and I like playing with I like playing with the hair. But shaving the head, I have sebderm. Listen to this. So you guys know, it started in like October. That's when I had the telogen effluvium and all of it started to fall out. But then it woke up a dormant seborrheic dermatitis, which is a chronic scalp condition that apparently never goes away. What is this? Just kidding. 2008. I want to go back. It triggered that, and so long story short, I get the way I found out about my sebderm was that I was getting, like, you guys see the bumps here, the dots. So it's like all of a sudden my scalp will literally just break out and it'll be like a sore type thing, like an open. It's crazy. And all I have to say about that is I am okay with talking about it being a sore because I want you to go into scripture and I want you to read about Job. That's all I have to say. That is very, 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 very relatable for me right now. Read Job. Yeah. Whew, it's not happening I know it's not happening because I did, like, God, yeah, okay. Anyway, I keep telling myself that because I think I'm reminding myself because I'm like, I'm just trying to be okay with this. Yeah, so I would love to have long hair again, but it's so much easier like this, so I shave it because it's comfy. Yeah. Also, look, if you guys see, so this dot right here is actually blonde. So if my hair grows out, it's like a dark, it's like espresso, like it's a dark brown, except in the summer it starts to get kind of red. One time, so I used to be a college cheerleader, and this is the color of like the uniform. I was a college cheerleader at University of Rhode Island, so it was navy, they called it bikini blue, and then white. And there were many times where I'd have to wear like my uniform and stuff to class because I would literally go right from class to a game of a sort or an event or appearance or something. And I one time went to class in my uniform, in my uniform. There's about like 9 of us in class, and the whole point of the class was meeting each other and getting to know each other's names. I was eating sushi. I have brown hair. I get to whatever it is, right? My friend tells me that she goes, "Oh, my friend was in your class." He goes, she was the redhead eating sushi. I was like, there are so many other things you could have said about me. You could have also not, you didn't ask, like, you told my teammate that you saw me. We were in the class together. You could have said hi next class. Also, I'm not ginger. But I am Irish. And it definitely is an undertone. And my mom is a redhead. Not a fire redhead. But she's got those flames. Mom, I love you. We're beefing. No, we're not. Mom and Dad came to church. So we're happy. Yeah, I gotta stop talking about them. No, I do love my parents, but okay, I'm 25. I'm 25 living at home. I left my parents for college, and I came back after I got disabled. So if you have ever left home and came back, I think you can understand. I almost just told you a story, and then was just coughed, and then... so anyway, yeah, my head. So... Oh, that's what I was talking about. So my head, so yeah, I got like, it felt like my scalp was just like burning when I got stressed out. It literally felt like my scalp was on fire. Like, it felt like I had bleach on it. And yeah, I was just getting like really inflamed all the time. So I just shave it. I shave it like once a week, and although I could definitely shave it more, like every 3 days. I love it. It feels so good. Like, so good. And after a fresh shave, woo, yeah. And then okay, so I shave. My favorite thing is putting a lot of shaving cream on my head so I feel like I have a helmet. And then I just, like, like one of those baby foam helmets. And then it's really fun. And sometimes I do different designs. I play little games. I'll do like a tic-tac-toe. Just kidding. I can't do tic-tac-toe. There's not enough room. I got a lot of tummy time as a kid. So my head's kind of like, not lying about any of this. The thing is, I have not told a single lie. Like, And then I get stressed out because I feel like I go so fast and I miss out on things. Maybe I should slow down. And a little ant. Oh, so yeah, I put the shaving cream on my head and then honestly, I just go at it with a razor. Just regular razor. Doesn't even have the handle because it's one of the things that like it's it's one of the razor caps, like the disposable one that you put on a reusable razor handle, and so it's literally just the little, like, it's the little thing, it's the little guy, not even the handle, and I just take that guy and and like it hurts sometimes going back this way because the way the hair is growing in because of it being inflamed, so like I have to go in different directions. Okay, I'm really hoping that someone out here is also shaving their head and like maybe like understands this. Is there anyone else that shaves their head? I asked my dad. I was like, Dad, I was like, do you shave your head or like did your hair fall out? Like what happened? Because this is a whole new world to me and there's not a lot of girls I can talk to about because I've never seen another girl who um I've seen people who have lost their hair. I've seen people who have short hair. I've seen people who I think maybe have subderm or something like it. But like I really haven't unless, so it's like, does anyone else shave their head? Does anyone shave their head? Jesus love you. Trying to figure out how you look so Christian. To Jesus. I got baptized yesterday, that's how. Let me tell you, isn't it so funny? These crazy people told me about Jesus. They're like, he's kind of cool. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll try him. I was talking to this man. I was like, hey, I guess you're okay. Then they tell me about this tub with the water and they go get in it. I was like, okay, I guess I'll do it. And then they were like, we're just going to put you under. And I was like, what's going on? They put me under. I stand up, boom! Joyful. Just kidding. That's not how it happened at all. I have been waiting to get baptized for so long. But yeah, it's Jesus glow, I swear. Hi, Farron. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. How close can I get? Is this close enough? Do you guys want me to get closer? I can get closer. Oh my God, people just left. I'm sorry. Guys, don't leave. Just tell me what's wrong. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. What's wrong? I love you guys too. Oh my God, who's talking about it? Oh, okay. I only saw Simon Simoncito. I just saw your message from when we were talking about abortions, and I only read your last line and was really confused. That's what that was. Yeah, I agree. See, Simon, that's the thing. I'm like, I totally agreed with that. And then the other thing that goes through my head too is like things that are out of a woman's control, like especially if it's like a younger person, or like I heard about someone who's like on a walk, literally on a walk. And it's so scary because like as a younger girl, I didn't, to be completely transparent with you guys, because what else am I going to do? And this is also, okay, God's telling me to just let my messy life out. And it's really hard for me to talk about my messy life, but I, as a girl, I, as a girl, I, as a human being, never understood, and I'm sorry, but this is a sensitive topic. I, as a girl, never really understood rape until I had a friend and until I had my own experience that I had a neck brace on. I was laying in my bed going to bed one night and I had my neck brace on. And my friends, I lived with my friends in college and they had a few friends over. And one of our other friends, who I believe was really intoxicated, but I know I'm also saying that right now because of, you always feel a little bit of like shame and guilt even though you did nothing wrong. It's just a yucky thing to think about. But I do like to shed light on things that have happened because I don't want to hold stuff in. And I know other people have gone through things and they shouldn't have to hold it in either. And they should be able to hear other people's stories and feel they're not alone. But yeah, I was a sophomore in college. This was probably like a month and a half after I broke my neck. less than it. So I'm still in a neck brace like 24/7. No, less than a month and a half. It's like maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, because my neck brace was still awkwardly loose, and I remember not knowing that and thinking it's just the way my neck was until I got my checkup, which was like 4 weeks later, whatever it was. So like literally within a month after breaking my neck, I was in bed trying to fall asleep, neck brace on, doors closed, ready to sleep. My friends are in the living room with our neighbors at the time who are also in college, and I also go to RN. One of our neighbors walks in my door, shuts the door, and he tries to do his little silly thing. I was I was not gonna just let him do that. I fought my ass back. You bet your ass I did. I yelled. I pushed. The thing is, I had a neck brace on, and I literally had fucking broken my neck, like before this. So I have a literal broken neck, and I don't know if you've ever broken your neck, but when you lay down, you can't, you can't sit up straight, even with a neck brace. You can't sit up like this. I literally had to hold my head and kind of like inch my way. Half the time, I would roll off the bed. I would literally, I kid you not, this is how I'd have to get off the bed. I'd be I'll be Jay laying, and I'd literally roll, and then I'd have to like crouch and like stand up. I'll do that again for you guys. And that's how I'd get out of bed after I broke my neck. My sister, I gotta get her on here. I wish I could dead eye like her. She does a dead eye, like I do a dead eye where I kind of like this one, droopy. My sister, it looks like she's looking through your head. Like she has one eye droopy, but you think that she sees you and she sees something, but it also looks like she's looking through your head. It is so good. Oh my God, when you see it, you're just like, what? You're like, are you okay? It's not scary. She could literally walk in public like that and people might think that she just, has something going on. It is hysterical. I don't know how she learned how to do that. She can also do the thing with her tongue. And it's like a little clover. I can't do it. I could do it. Do you ever like this and have like a bowl of water and you try to drink it? You know what? We're gonna write down our itinerary. So if you're new here, I'm gonna put this out here too. I should probably put it in the chat. If you're new here, this is called a live-a-thon. Why? Because I thought the name was cute and we're kind of just going all day. I don't know. I had a feeling, I was like, today I'm gonna go. I want to do 10 hours straight, but I accidentally slept in a little bit. And then I also have a meeting tonight at 7 o'clock for a I told you guys, I told you guys, but I don't know who's on at what time. Okay. I need to fucking chill out sometimes. I have a meeting tonight at 7, but it's 45 minutes away, so I'm gonna leave here at 6. So from 6 to 7, I'm gonna take you guys for a drive. You guys are gonna come with me as we drive. We're gonna broom broom together. And then we're gonna get there. And then I'm gonna have my meeting. I don't know how long the meeting is gonna go for. So here's the deal. This is what we can do. I want to do a live-a-thon, and I was like, oh, we should do like, let's do 10 hours. I was gonna say 5 hours, but I was like, I was like 5 hours a regular day. I was like, I definitely could bullshit for 5 hours. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, but 10 hours might take a lot of energy out of me because, like, not gonna lie to you guys, I go 5 hours off the walls, right? But there are times where you've seen it, you guys definitely seen it before. I just disassociate and I would just space out, but in thought. So maybe it's okay because I kind of just tell you guys what's going on in my head. Does anyone else have ADHD? You guys think I'm ADHD? I always wonder if I'm autistic, but I've also been around so many mental health professionals that I feel like they would have told me by now if they think I am. I think it's just like they've never once ever even like insinuated or asked about it or anything. But everyone has picked up on trauma 110%. Because it's all I fucking talk about. Okay, so I was thinking today, because we're doing a live, I was like, we should do, so 10 hours. So I was like, I want to go live for 10 hours. So I was like, okay, if we start 9, then we end at 7, that's 10 hours, right? But my ass failed you. I didn't show up. Talk about accountability. I need an accountability buddy, so thank God you're here. So anyway, I showed up an hour and a half late. Not a shocker, I'm always at least half an hour late. Not even like 10, 15, half an hour late. So we have 2 options. We could all agree that 8.5 hours feels fun. And we like that. We can go with 8.5 hours. Or, I don't know what time my meeting is going to end tonight, but stay with me. I could hop back on after the meeting. I don't know what time the meeting's going to end. It might end at 8. It might end at 10:30. I have no idea. I do not know what state I'm going to be in after that meeting. So I'm going to be so tired. So you know what? You guys let me know. And at the end of the day, I think we're just going to roll with the punches and see what happens. Because I have no other option. I could make a plan, does not mean we're going to stick with it. That's why I can't make plans anymore. When I was younger, you know what pisses me off? You know what makes me so mad? You know what grinds my gears? What grinds my gears? You know what? You know what grinds my gears? Is that when I was younger, little girl, little me, in school, right? Art class, blah, 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 blah. They start asking us 4th grade, what do you want to be when you grow up? I was like, I like pretty things. I could be an interior designer type thing. I was like, I just want to make homes pretty. And then, you know, my parents are saying, you got to pick something. You got to pick one, just pick one thing. But they didn't say you could pick many things. They said you have to pick one thing and stick to it for the rest of your life. How scary does that sound? Pick one thing and stick to it for the rest of your life? How scary does that sound? Especially to me. Like, I wanted to do art, which means I'm working on different stuff all the time. So anyway, they tell me just pick one thing and stick to it. And I remember saying, I'm like, I don't really want to do that. I'm like, I kind of just want to flow with life and like do many things, but do stuff like as life calls me to do it. And like, that's the path I wanted to take. I never wanted to go to college. I told my parents, I was like, I do not want to go to college. I was like, if I go to college, I'm going to party. Sorry, but that was the truth. And I did. I wanted to go to Alabama, but I don't know if there was some sabotage happening there. Something happened, and then I wasn't able to go because they didn't submit paperwork on time. And I say they because I was 17, I was underage. And then I couldn't go to Alabama, even though I had already picked out my roommate, I had already put deposit, I had already everything. I was like in, like that. I had already confirmed I was already going to Alabama. And then my parents didn't do something that was time sensitive, and then I lost my chance of going. Everything. So then I ended up trying out for the URI cheerleading team only because I had a competition at the University of Rhode Island that day for the program I was cheering with. I used to cheer at USA Wildcats in Naugatuck, Connecticut. And which is kind of why I felt called to Naugatuck Valley, the church that I'm going to tonight, the new church opening that's part of Vox Church. I really hope you guys are listening to all this and staying up to date, because pretty soon I'm going to stop giving y'all reminders, just assume y'all know. I don't know, maybe I won't. Anyway. So, where was I going with that? You know what grinds my gears is when, so yeah, I didn't want to do anything specific. I actually wanted to do events and interior design. And I'm not even lying to you, I remember being like, I really loved, remember Vine? Okay, I've always loved social media, but want to hear a funny story? I remember literally on the App Store the day Instagram came out. I remember I was one of the first people to download it. No joke. I remember downloading it before anyone in my school was talking about it, before hearing anything about it. I downloaded it. I remember going through it, like looking at it and being like, so you just post a picture to other people and then people see it. And my first thought is, this is the dumbest thing. And I deleted Instagram. I was one of the first people to see the app. I downloaded it. I thought about it and I was like, this is so dumb. And then I deleted it. And then it popped up and I was like, oh, I guess I have to come back. And I love social media. Like I've always had such a love for it, and like just an appreciation for being able to be creative and be authentic and be whoever you want. And you can act, you can draw, you can sing, you can dance, you can do it all. All right, so I am gonna start doing opera for you all. Oh, I want to learn how to yodel. Yole, 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 hee hoo. Um, Thanks, Ryan, Ryhard Labard. Thank you for saying you like my shirt. It is my sister's. She is in North Carolina, and so I took it from her closet. Thank you. Do not tell her. Oh, that was a while ago. I'm so behind on here. Oh yeah. Oh, the vines used to be hilarious, right? So I remember wanting to make all these creative little vines and thinking, oh, so cute. So, and I want you to do, thank you for saying you like my earrings. If you like my earrings, no cap, I have an Amazon storefront that I have these linked to, and I'm like, do I have the link anywhere to my Amazon storefront? I think if you go on my website, which is linked, if you go to my main account, then go to my website, www.courtney-angers.com. I think somewhere in there, maybe there's an Amazon link. I don't know, or maybe I took that link off. I don't know. I'm somehow on Amazon. But yeah, I wonder, it stinks because I don't think I can leave the app to go get the link. You know, so many people keep asking me if I have an OnlyFans, and I kind of want to start one, but I'm going to be straight up with you guys. It's not going to be like, it's not, I'm not like most girls. I'm not like most girls. It wouldn't have that. It wouldn't be none of that. It would be none of that. If I had an OnlyFans, you guys know what I would do on my OnlyFans? I would do this. What we're doing. I would just sit there. Except maybe I would do an OnlyFans where it's like different skits. And it's like, right? And then we get the creepy men, right? So anyone who goes on my OnlyFans page because they think they're gonna get some, actually get disappointed. Maybe I should do that. It'd be kind of funny, right? Oh, prankster. Oh, I'm glad I saw this. Okay. Oh, Jesus loves you. Okay, let's talk about it. So I'm from America. Have you seen wild bears? Guys, I forgot about this happening. So yes, I see bears almost every single day. I have a family of bears that live in my woods. I live in the mountains, so yeah. Which apparently it's the hill town, says my shitty ex, but fuck him. He doesn't know that I live on top of a mountain, and my town is in a mountain. It might not be the Appalachian Mountain, but it's off of the Appalachian Mountain, and it might not be a mountain you can ski off of, but that's because it's a mountain that's really, really wide. And there's a point in my town that once you pass, literally on the street, once you pass by a certain mailbox, if it's raining, it will actually be snow. The same line, it's literally just elevation. My ex is so fucking stupid. And he wants to say he's a farmer. He's not even a farmer. He works with grass. And he can't even do that. Phil looks like shit. All right, I'm gonna stop being mean. But only because he really is an asshole. And, okay. All right. I'm trying to remind myself. I got baptized yesterday, guys. I really need Jesus. If you can see, I need Jesus because I am a hot mess. Jesus, I need you, man. Help me. God, help me, please. This is so real. So, bears. Okay, bears. I promise you guys. Okay, so you don't know how many times I've asked my doctors, do you guys really think I have ADHD? Like, I'm like, I feel like it's just trauma. Like, I feel like I'm good. And I'm like, can I just stop taking the medicine? I'm like, I don't really want to take the medicine because, not that they're going to force me to do anything. I make all my choices. And I'm very involved. And to the point where like my doctors, I really feel like so in control of my just healing journey, and I love my doctors, and they are so respectful and kind. And I'll tell you guys, if you're from Connecticut, I go through Hartford Healthcare. Absolutely wonderful. Really, really wonderful. All of their branches I've gone through. I will say though, customer service at Hartford Healthcare, you guys need to get your shit together. Okay? All right. Love everyone else. Everyone else is really great. Some of the nurses, depending. When I was in the psych ward, there were a few nurses that pissed me the fuck off. Pissed me the fuck off. Tanya? No, Tanya, you watch it. You watch it, Tanya. And there's another bitch. What was her name? Danielle. There's a Danielle. I think I like Danielle actually. It's just the name I thought of. What was her name? I want to call her Coraline, but I know that's not it. And I want to say Charlotte, but that's not it either. Charlotte was named my big. I loved the name Charlotte so much that when I went to URI, I rushed and I fucking regret it because I picked a house that I got screwed over at Rush. Literally, the houses that I actually was interested in, I never got to see. I never went to because I had something with cheerleading and my schedule just conflicted. And I'm so upset because after Rush, it was the girls from those houses that I became friends with and that were like, wait, you never rushed. And I was like, no, I did. I just didn't see this house. Anyway, where was I going? Oh, bears. Oh, ADHD. Oh, you don't know how many times I've asked my doctors. I was like, so do I really have ADHD? And they're like, no, you have ADHD. And they're like, we recommend that you stay on the medicine. And I'm like, okay. I took the medicine this morning. That's the whole point of all of that, even including the sorority store, was I did take my medicine this morning. I promise you. I promise you. Oh, so wild bears. Yes. So I have a lot of bears in my backyard. All the bears. Oh, because I live in the mountains. Yeah. I got a lot of bears in my backyard. And I saw a skinny one walking through the other day, but he was really skinny. So I got a little nervous for him because, you know, I want to toss him a nice steak-o or something, but it might not be the best idea. But I think he'd be nice. He was a black bear. He looks fine. He was digging in the ground, so he's hungry. I also have, I have balls. So I live next to a fish hatchery as well. Talk about animals. I literally live next to a fish hatchery that is the home of bald eagles. I literally also have bald eagles next to me. If I get outside at like dusk or dawn, you'll see bats literally right above my house. I mean, maybe 15 feet up from where I'm sitting. A whole family of birds. I got a hummingbird that comes around. I say hi to him every day. I got bunnies that have their baby bunnies under my deck. We have a family of birds that live in the birdhouse back there. They live in the trees in that area. You know, we got the crows and the hawks, all the other birds and stuff like that. And then what I'm dancing around the topic of, we have a pack of coyotes that runs south to north, well, southeast to northwest. And it runs that route pretty regularly. And I've heard them before, and it sounds like they are at the end of my street. I've heard them before. It doesn't bother me if I know they're like towards the end of the street, like, you know, and you could pick up on it. Guys, last night I was sitting out here smoking, and I was a little high. So I was already a little paranoid, right? Only because, like, okay, this is why I was paranoid. I heard yipping from way down the street. So I started to get a little paranoid because I was like, okay, there's animals. And it was pitch black, and I don't really like using the lights sometimes, so it was pitch black. I couldn't see anything. But my door here was open, and so they were kind of like howling like down the street, right? My puppy comes outside. My puppy. Sorry, I'm so sorry. That was an impulsive thought. That was an intrusive thought, something like that. My puppy came outside. They got so close. They started howling, but they were closer and closer and closer and yipping and closer. I dead ass could hear, like, it wasn't an echo. Like, I heard that it literally came from, I swear it was either the neighbors next door or 2 houses down. They got really close so fast. But I heard the yipping from far away get closer, and it got so close that my ass, I literally just packed a bowl, put my thumb over the top, ran to my dog, didn't even tell her to go inside, ran to my dog as I'm scooting her inside, and like just get myself between the fence and her, just because it was happening so quick. Mind you, my thumb is over my bowl, newly packed. So I'm sitting here like trying not to drop that shit, because I dropped the whole container yesterday. I got so scared. I'm like, well, that was like that's an eighth right there. I found all the pieces, so we're okay. Picked it all up. We're fine. I use it medicinally. And yeah, it was so scary. Oh my God, I could just hear their barkings there. And like we have mountain lions. Oh yeah, we have mountain lions in the area. You have mountain lions. Great. Yep. One time I went hiking up at we have hiking trails like all throughout. I live next to the Farmington River, so like there's that whole trail road and like, you know, Farmington River and all the bears, and there's trout up swimming, you know, up there because they come from the ocean. And then we have a hiking trail up around the area that is reserved for hunting. We have a wildlife reserve next to a hunting ground. One time I was driving around town and I drove past, I'm sorry, I never mean to be like, if anyone ever gets offended by something I say, please tell me, because I'm never passing judgment. I'm literally just telling you guys what I've seen and been through. I one time was driving through my town, and like my town is one of those towns that was a super country-ish rural town, and slowly a lot of families came coming in and really building up the area and building these, when I tell you, like drastically larger houses, just a completely different style. Like it is such a drastic, like it's so obvious that Burlington has gone from a country thing to like a regular suburb. I was driving one day and I drove past a house with a guy sitting there overalls playing a banjo. This was like a year or so ago. This is recently. Optionally, sitting on his front steps, wearing overalls, no shirt under, overalls, just no shirt under, playing a banjo. I never thought I'd live to see the day. There's so many things that happen lately. I'm like, I never thought I'd live to see the day of this. It's so crazy. Yeah, so we have a whole bunch of, so Sessions Woods. So yeah, okay, well, now you know. Now you know. Burlington, Connecticut has a hiking trail called Sessions Woods. And if you go there, I'll meet you. We can go hiking together. One time I was going to that hiking trail. I walked in and there was like a big, like, one of the trails was closed off because there was some like activity, and I walked past the said activity, or at least the, what's it called? Like the, you know, carcass. And it wasn't fun. It was kind of scary. I still went hiking that day. They closed the inner loop because the inner loop had a lot of activity on it. Outer loop was fine though. So on the inside, it was a problem. But if you went around it, it was okay. Instead of closing the whole trail. Because remember, then it was animal activity, trail, hunting grounds. Perfect. So I'm going around the trail alone, thinking, oh, it's going to be a mountain lion. Something's going to eat me. So I'm sitting there with my sticks, tapping my sticks. I used to be a 2-year-old nursery school teacher, so I beat my sticks and I beat my sticks. There's a song. It's like, I was like, I clap them high and I clap them low. I clap around and around we go. And you go around in a circle. I beat my sticks and shake my hips to music, music, music. Hi, if you're new, I'm Courtney. And we today are going to beat our stick. Just sneeze. I think we're gonna take a break in a little bit. I need a mental break. I think you guys need a mental break for me too. So anyway, I wanted to get to answering some of these things. So Zuzu fan, thank you for subscribing. H21, I'm H2O. No, I'm not. But I like your name. You go, what would be the best advice you can give? I don't have an answer for this. I just wanted to read your question because I think that's a good one. So we are going to do a Q&A at some point in time. And I'm going to show you guys some of the best comments that I've ever gotten because there's some that are really, really funny. So I'm going to write your question down and we are going to definitely get into that because listen, if you're on this channel, you are going to get some real, authentic life advice. Okay? I'm not going to hold back. But you're also going to have to deal with it. I'm writing this down though. And we are going to take a little break in a little bit. I don't know what that break might be, but we're going to do something. What was your question? I wrote live. You wrote, what would be the best advice you can give? And I said live. You know what? That's my answer. What's the best advice I could give anyone? Just live. Just fucking live. Just live. Oh, such a beautiful butterfly. Oh my God, that was so majestic. I did not deserve to see that. Oh, you're so beautiful. No, it's like a big yellow butterfly. Oh my God, it's so pretty. You guys ever been to one of those butterfly farms? So good, guys. So good. Wow, so pretty. Yeah, I've only drinking. We've been on here for over an hour, just about an hour, and I have only had half my matcha. So we are getting to the point where I'm gonna chug it, and that's gonna make my stomach hurt. But if you've been with me before, you know I don't really complain about that. I just tell you it's gonna happen. Why? Because I never had a problem with it before. But again, my shitty ex, we need to give him a name. I can just tell you guys his name. My shitty ex, I'm okay saying this stuff on the internet because I have no problem saying it to his face too. My shitty ex used to always tell me, don't you go your coffee so fast. That's what he looks like, and he hated when I do the voice. So I'm gonna do it sound exactly like him. But don't drink your coffee so fast because it's gonna hurt your stomach. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna do it. And then I would do it, and then I would tell him. If you guys want to guess his name, let me know. Go ahead and make your guesses, and I'll tell you if you're right. Sometimes I wonder. Oh my God, it's not dying. That was traumatizing. I'm so scared. Jane, baby. I don't know why I'm yelling. I was just screamed. This is the thing. Sometimes I can't control myself. Like when I get silly, I let myself be silly. Like, it's a little goosey, a little goosey, a little goosey. And then I almost just scream like, ah, in your faces. But then I realized that if I were to do that, I'd still be loud and screaming. And my neighbors might think something's wrong because there have been many times where I have screamed. And yeah. Oh my God. I wonder how many people have hopped on here and they're like, yeah, fuck no. And they've hopped off. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you guys. That's right. Oh my God, for over an hour, I've just been spewing random things. I think just update. I missed you guys. I missed you. I know I haven't been on literally at all the past week. I know I've posted a few things, but and every day I was like, I want to go live. And then something has happened or whatever. I have been so busy with church. Like I've been there so much doing so many things that I'm okay with it because I haven't worked in like 10 months, literally 10 months now, something like that. 7 months, 8 months. It's been a minute. And I miss contributing. I miss contributing. Contributing is one of my favorite things. Thank you for the hearts. I love you. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Oh my God, I should go see my doctor. So I'm doing a live today because I really just felt like I was like, that's what I'm gonna do today. Like some days I'm like, I'm gonna go hiking. Like some days like, I'm gonna put on a cute outfit and go like pour seltzer water on my face because I'm trying to drink it and it's really fun. Which by the way, like if you did not see the video of me, and it's a pink tank top, pink skirt, hat on my head, and I think it starts with me like there's a brick wall in the background, but I tried to do the thing where like you pour, right? You pour it and then and like it goes in and it goes in and then you drink it. Here's the thing I didn't realize. A, you have to get that thing lined up ahead of time. Otherwise, you are going under it. B, you can't go slow because then it's going to dribble back and it's going to be a bad line. C, after you go once, there's going to be water on the floor, so it's going to be obvious. So I did it once and picked up on ABC and up the D. And then I decided, fuck it, we're going to go under. So I did. I said, we're going to risk it for the biscuit. And I took that seltzer can and I put it up and I was ready. Okay. And I started to tilt it. I said, it's time. And I just went for it. And I let it go. And it kind of missed my mouth and it went, pfft. But it was so fun. I felt so, it was liberating. As a woman, you can take away my rights. I shouldn't have them, but don't take away my seltzer water over my face. Okay? Again, there's a lot of stuff I say on here that's controversial. Just know I'm probably joking. If you don't like it, I'm joking. If you get offended, it was just a joke. You know, I'm completely joking. This whole account is pretty much satire, except for the fact that it truly is my personality, and I'm calling it satire to cover up for it. Just go with it, guys. It's dry humor. It's awkward humor. Right, you guys? It's awkward humor. I'm awkward. I feel awkward. I'm laughing. That's why it's awkward humor. Please feel the same, but don't feel awkward. I don't want to make you feel awkward, but if you're picking that up, that is normal. A lot of people pick that up. A lot of people feel awkward around me. I like making things awkward. I think, you know, it's so great. A lot of the world, I feel like a lot of life not is so boring. It kind of is because it's really slow and like, just want to be silly. I remember one day in high school, like on the bus going to school and thinking, yeah, you know, and I'm in high school. I'm sorry. I'm going to expose myself. I was like, yeah, I really like smoking or like drinking because, you know, when I'm feeling that way, like when I'm feeling a little intoxicated, like it just, life is a little bit more of a challenge and that makes it more fun. Deadass. I thought that I had. So, what was I going with this? Oh, so, well, it's just so something's just, okay. So I just like to make things awkward. I like a challenge. I like a challenge because normal day activities just don't do it for me. So I either like to make things awkward for everyone because I think it's fucking hysterical. Or, do you guys hear how loud that thing is? Those are the peepers. The crickets, I think. Cicadas? Are they cicadas? These things are loud, dude. They're distracting me. Yeah, this whole account's pretty much satire, so I'm sorry if I say anything that's offensive. I don't mean to offend anyone. I love having my rights. I love having my rights. My human rights, my right to vote, my right to talk, my right hand. There's a lot of things. Being right. I like being right. I like writing. Writing is the verb. There's a lot of things that are right, you know? And some people just don't get that. You know what I could do? Think about this a lot. I could literally sit on here and just make up stories and just babble. And I wonder, like, would people believe them? Think about how many people do that on the internet. And genuinely, I think, oh, Ken, he really said that? Tell him I said, fuck no. Say he needs to go talk to God about that problem. Ken, you passed me my backyard a week ago? I picked up that container. The one that, like the tall one that they put the egg drop soup in, right? That was you? I found that. It is now hosting. It is now hosting my compost that I'm making. You know how many times I've started a compost and I've called it a compost and I'm literally just throwing like watermelon rinds in the woods. Anyway. Terry, I don't have any wigs. I don't have any wigs because I think if I had a wig, I would just be messing with it and I would feel it. And so I think I would be kind of like, I would feel like I have like a mask on, like I couldn't see. Like, you know, when you wore the, during the pandemic, how they all had us wear those like little mask things. That's how I would feel like something's covered. But I wouldn't wear a wig like that looks like realistic hair. But I would be okay with wearing, and I said this before, wearing either a yellow, a light purple, a hot pink bob wig, a bob wig. I'm really tired. I would be so okay wearing like a bob wig, and but it has to be a bright colored, like it has to be. But I would wear that for fun, like you know when you dopamine dress, like you dress to feel good, which is again what the shirt is today. Thank you, Caitlin. That's what I would do with the wigs. I would just wear them when I need to. I think it'd be fun. Guys, if you're just joining, welcome. Ryan, what's going on, Ryan? You okay, Ryan? Ryan, you okay? Listen, I had a cousin, rest in peace. His name is Ryan. And we used to go on vacation as cousins growing up. And my dad, their dad, and then another family's mom, they're all like related. So our three families would go on, we're all related on our dad's side. Can't speak. I don't think anyone can ever speak anymore because we're not trained and robots because we all have our own opinions. Good job, Gen A. We used to all go on vacation together, and me and the other girl cousin, we called each other fiance because it's fun names. And then we called Ryan Rihanna. So on vacation he was Rihanna. So sometimes when I hear Ryan, I just want to call him Rihanna. I'm just catching up. Guys, thank you for subscribing. Oh my God, it's been 17 minutes since I tried to start saying this again. So a big reason why I am also on live, I feel like I just want to come on here and like just have the day, but I'm also trying to hit, my first goal. I want to hit 500 subscribers. I think that'd be really fun. I think it was about a week ago, I had 77 subscribers a week ago. And now you guys are up to like 240. And like, you know what makes me really happy is the fact that like I'm seeing your names come back up again and again. And like, I kind of feel like, I'm like, I see you. Like, I feel like I'm like, not like building, I feel like we're like building a relationship or something. I'm going to stop being awkward. But yeah, I honestly, it's like, I feel like we have like a little community, and that was the whole point of this, is literally just to have a space to be and talk to people. And yeah, it makes me really happy that I feel like we're building a community, and like the people in it that I feel like I keep seeing over and over, like you guys are loving and you guys are supportive, and I genuinely like the energy that you guys bring. And like, I will be honest, there are times where I have created, like build it and they will come. And that's something my dad always told me growing up. So I always like to create stuff, build stuff, right? And give it to people. And I used to be a teacher. So my focus there was building a learning environment. That I was a Montessori style teacher. I wanted to create a learning environment where the children can literally just do and be not whatever the fuck they want, because they weren't going to run around mayhem like all the other classrooms, which get into that a whole different time. Maybe at the 3 o'clock hour we'll talk about that. Which I'm not going to talk the whole time unless you guys want me to. I did bring games. We have dominoes here. Okay, we're going to start off with that. All right, we do have some things. We have some activities. Okay. So I used to create I used to create a classroom. When I was a teacher, one of my favorite things was classroom management and layout and all of that, because in the structure you created, in the environment you created, you could, when they came in, the rest of the world kind of left, and in this little world they could learn and explore freely without having to worry They had rules and structure and routine, were exposed to so much, and they could learn because they were kind of just like freed and given the chance to be. And I feel like because I built a space where they could do that, they felt comfortable and they felt trusting, and they started to, a lot of them started to show a lot of overstimulation reduction. They were getting really overstimulated from a different classroom they had either they had come from. And when I started working with these children one-on-one, noticing the fact that these children were stimulated by certain things, I was like, okay, well, we're not going to put those things in the classroom. Then the assistant teacher and the other teacher got kind of like confused because they're like, but those are things kids like. And I'm like, kids might like that thing, but doesn't mean it's good for them. An alcoholic likes alcohol, doesn't mean it's good for them. I really like chocolate and candy, does not mean it's good for me. And these kids were so articulate. I don't know how many people came back and said that their kid was like, and not like, no one got pushed farther than they were at. These children excelled because they were given the chance to. They were given the tools to. They were given the support to. And they wanted to. They chose to. They felt safe to. These kids had to, like just barely to, could all count to 10, all knew their ABCs, all had their shapes right. Those are just things I could tell you. What I can't tell you is how they were so aware of themselves, their bodies, their needs, how they could communicate and express that, how they tried different routes to communicate with other people, whether it be non-verbally, coming to get an adult, coming to show them, show something, whether it be practicing their words. Like these children, I am so impressed by all these children, and I think that God literally just handed me, okay, when I tell you the children that I worked with were so special. I also had a class of like 9 girls and 1 boy, and it just was such a special class. Yeah, it really was. So yeah, bless them and their parents and their families, and just, yeah, wow. But anyway, so those kids really excelled because they were given the space to. And I feel like if in this environment, you know, like we give each other the space to be, and we show each other the love, and we, you know, don't hold anyone hands up, unless you're being rude. If you're being rude, you're getting put in timeout. You're not getting kicked out. We're getting put in timeout, and the mods will make sure of that. We got some awesome mods up in this bitch. So sorry. Sometimes I do swear. I never mean it in a mean way. You know, like you curse at someone. I don't never mean it like that. It's just a saying. Okay. So I'm sorry. I'm saying that to remind myself. But yeah, I really like this space up in here. So anyway, what I've been trying to say for the past 23 minutes is that, yeah, my goal is, so I want to have 500. I think that'd be really fun. And then after that, of course, 1,000, because, you know, you want to hit these numbers because it's like, oh my gosh, it's just fun. Yeah, it's nice. I kind of want to just go off and tell you guys about the comments. All right, I'm gonna share one with you ahead of time. I'm gonna share it again later. The one comment, okay, not one comment, a lot of them make me laugh, but this comment has been stuck in my head, and I hinted at it earlier, but this comment is so freaking funny. I didn't know who they were talking about at first. And then when I looked it up, I cackled so loud. Like I laughed so hard. They said, why did Courtney shave her head? And they said, oh my God, what was the name? They said, cause she wanted to be like the, it was like some wrestling duo. And, oh my God, I looked them up, and it's 2 wrestlers that they're comedians, and they're funny, and they look like goofballs. And oh my God, I pulled this picture up, and I was like, that is exactly the energy that I'm going for. Like, these guys are my idols. Like, well, not idols. I actually want to take that back entirely. Idol is just the word that came to my head because Jesus is the only thing that I idolize. But these guys are fucking funny. Like, oh my God, who did that? Can someone look back on my page? Because I'm scared. Yeah, H21. Did I give the advice? My advice to H21, my good advice for life. Yeah, we're doing Dares E. Oh my God, I'm not reading the chat. No, I'm not reading the chat. I'm so behind. H21, my best advice is to live. Because I started to write down your question, and then instead I just wrote live, and then I was like, that's a pretty good answer. So yeah, maybe you saw that. I am doing dares. I'm just getting to it. I think in a little bit I'm gonna take a little break, get a little water, a snacky, and then when we come back we'll start our first activity. I was thinking maybe like interpretive dancing or like a sing-along of a sort. So I will start a song that I maybe know from memory or can kind of vibe with, and you guys can join along at home. I don't know if there's going to be lyrics on the screen. Turn on your closed captioning. Maybe I can get my computer. Oh my God, I'll get my computer during the break. We'll do, you know what, at 12. Okay, well, on the next hour, because it's 11:57 where I am. So on the next hour, we're gonna take a 10-minute break on the next hour, okay? Take a 10-minute break. I'm gonna collect a snacky in my computer. When we come back, we cover the, all right, what is this Lamar Jackson edit? All right, ready? Lamar Jackson, get ready. I'll do it again later if you need. Ready? Should I do a smile? All right, ready? Is that good? Tell me if you need more, okay? Wipes mouth. Oh, you're local. That was nice. Okay, I don't think I had on things. Your local goes, stop saying she's not pretty. She's beautiful. And I didn't read, the way that I read that was stop saying she's pretty. She's not. And then I read she's beautiful. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's not what he said. Madden said she's not pretty. Madden, you're going in timeout. Okay, so I'm mostly caught up. E, no, I honestly, E, I'm sorry. I want to personally apologize to you because I'm letting you guys down. I am doing dares. Oh my God, we have 1 minute left. I think, E, I love you. E, you gotta tell me your name, or unless you like being called E. Oh, we could try to do a backflip. Yeah, I'm in jeans, but I'll certainly try. Maybe I'll try to do a back handspring today. Did we get the Lamar Jackson edit? Are we good on that? Do you guys need more? E, yeah, you're right. Thanks, E. I just saw 10-minute break. I know, but honestly, guys, I gotta go pee and I really want a snack. So like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's good for everyone. We should let my brain catch up to, the mouth. Thank you. You have pretty eyes too. You have a pretty heart. I like you. All right, guys, I think all right, I will be back. How do I do a breaky on here? We're gonna start a poll. What's the poll gonna be? You know what? I decided this morning, I was sitting here, I was like, what poll should I do? And this is gonna be the first poll that I'm gonna go with. All right, do you guys want to listen to the birds? Hi. Hi guys, welcome. We are, oh my God, everyone's jumping on. We're about to take a 10-minute break. We are doing a first ever live-a-thon. All that means is that I'm gonna be on here all day long. I have nothing to do except for this. Not that I have to do this. I choose to be here because I have a massive crush on you. And I just want to give you all my love. So with that being said, I'm sorry if you just jumped on or if you've been on here. We're gonna take a little time of break and I'll be back. Okay, peace. I don't know how to cover my camera. How do we do this? Should I just turn the camera off? Does that work? All right, guys. All right, see you, chat. I'll be back. What time is it? Hi guys. We're gonna extend the break a little bit longer. Why? Because I honestly just went into my basement because I was like, I want to do some interpretive dancing, and so I went to my basement to go get my scarves that I used to use when I taught 2-year-olds. Got really excited. Also found a bunch of like summertime children's books that I actually want to read, so I'm gonna read them out loud to you guys. And then I also found some like play food stuff, and I also found another surprise, and I'm gonna go kind of get all of them ready, but I'm gonna, well, maybe they'll do improv, but I have some friends to introduce you guys to, and I think it's gonna be really fun. It's almost gonna be like a show, like a puppet show. So it will be a puppet show. Okay, I have puppets. I have some puppets that I found, and yeah, we're gonna do that, but I have been also wanting to do some improvisative dancing. But anyway, I spent those 10 minutes collecting fun stuff. When I show you guys are gonna laugh, and I have a lot of fun kid stuff that I'm happy to. All right, I'll be back. I'm actually gonna grab a snacky, and yeah, so sorry guys for extending it, but I mute myself too. I love you guys. I will see you soon. How do I do this? What is happening? Maybe I could just like, let me just flip it around. You guys could, sorry to blind you. Oh, apparently when you turn your camera off, everything just stops. You guys wanna just like look outside? Bentley, I'm so sorry to disappoint. It seems to be the theme of my life, but I will try harder. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I'm actually giving you guys a simulation of what it's like to be blind. You guys want to look at my grill? Oh, good. You guys might see some wild animals. I tend to have those. Maybe you guys will see a mountain lion. I don't know. You guys can name them. All right, is that better? You guys just see the tree. Wait, all the birds usually go there. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna move that chair because okay. Let me slow down. That birdhouse is the house that the family of birds live at. And listen, guys, listen over here. That water is where all the birds come to get their water. And one day, it was really hot outside. Hi, Noah. Say hi. Say hi. So one day it was really hot outside, and I could tell the birds were in some distress. They didn't like it. They needed relief. And I went inside, filled up a pitcher, put some honey in it, because hummingbirds need the sugar. And I brought it outside, I poured it outside. And then a bird came, drank out of it, and the hummingbird came around. And I said, thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the outside. And then, so you guys can like look, you guys wanna look that way? Maybe you'll see something. All right, well, I'll put you guys there. Maybe you guys will see something. Oh my God, my puppy. Look at Noah, hi. He kind of looked at me and he gave me the nod, like. All right, guys, so we're still on a little breaky here. All right, I'll be back. You guys enjoy. Hey, Chileco. No cap. Oh my God, the dogs. I'm taking a little breaksies, if you know what I mean. But we will be back. We are gonna be back. Listen, I just got a bunch of fun things for us to do, so keep scrolling through live. Come back in a few minutes if you want. I know this is taking a lot longer than I said. I said 10 minutes. I said that at 12. We are now at 30 minutes. I have absolutely no time management skills, so we're gonna be back in a little bit. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'll see you soon. For you two people hanging in here, let's go. I'm giving you guys both 100 points. If you don't know about the point system, I give you guys points, and you guys just got to keep track of it. And yeah, let me know. Let me know what you want the points to go towards. But we're gonna come back like 12. I just said 12. All right, give me like 2 minutes. All right, peace. that's perfect timing because I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna, I kind of have a whole look set up out here, so I'm gonna just clean up and get my next activity out because it's kind of funny. So I'll be right back. Like, I actually mean it this time. But can I just mention, remember how I just said that I'm always 30 minutes late? Yeah, we're 30 minutes late. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Let me see if I can get this going. Okay. So I went downstairs and I picked out a few things that I had in the classroom from when I was a teacher, and I wanted to start by reading you guys this book from Eric Carle. It's called Mr. Seahorse. This is a book for young children. This is a book for young children. I did not read this book before reading it to the class. When I read this book to the class for the first time, I realized maybe my name is Courtney, Mrs. Clean, you know. So this is a book that I would read. I've read, well, I think I read to the children maybe once, maybe twice, because maybe I don't. The first time I started reading this, maybe a page or so in, we'll see, I decided to change a lot of the words, a lot of what was happening. I decided to make up a story. We're gonna get into it. You've read this one before. This is a good one, especially for children who are like 2 and their mommy and daddies are having a new baby. So there's a lot of wondering and just maybe connections that they're making, and it's really it's an awesome opportunity to let them learn and explore at their own pace. So this goes. It's funny because like I love children. I love children. But there's sorry, I have problems. I can't wear those t-shirts that have the like the cotton t-shirts with the neck thing because it hurts. Like it feels weird. Anyone know? I remember I think when my okay, I'm not gonna say who. When someone in my family was born, I was really upset because they were not the gender that I wanted them to be. And like I remember I had a meltdown. I was under 5. I had an absolute meltdown. I freaked out. Let me try a retouch on, see what that does. I don't know, just do like to do the same things over and over. Why? Because I have problems. We're gonna read the book. You guys let me know if I'm loud enough. Okay, pay attention. Eric Carl, Mr. Seahorse. Mr. and here I see, okay? Hold on. Hi. Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Seahorse drifted gently through the sea. I never thought this is what I would be doing at 25 with 2 bachelor's degrees in communication studies and public relations. I never thought I'd be sitting on my deck reading a children's story on YouTube Live. I'm very happy about it. It's just new to me. Okay. Sorry. I have such bad asthma. Okay, let's get started. So it goes, Mr. and Mrs. Seahorse drifted gently through the sea. Mrs. Seahorse began to wiggle and twist this way and that. Sorry, I'll get better. It's warming up. It's time for me to lay my eggs, she said. Can I help? Said Mr. Seahorse. Oh yes, thank you, said Mrs. Seahorse. And she laid her eggs into a pouch in Mr. Seahorse's belly. I'll take good care of our eggs, said Mr. Seahorse. I promise. As Mr. Seahorse drifted gently through the sea, he passed right by a group of trumpet fish hidden in the patch of the reeds. But before long, Mr. Seahorse met another fish. How are you, Mr. Stickleback? How are you, Mr. Stickleback? Asked Mr. Seahorse. Delighted, replied Mr. Stickleback. I just built a nest and right away Mrs. Stickleback laid her eggs into it. Now I am taking good care of them until they hatch. Keep up the good work. Stickleback. Oh, said Mr. Seahorse, and they swam on his way. I'm gonna stop with the voices. I love the voices, but I'm not doing a good job. This book is really confusing. It really is. As Mr. Seahorse drifted gently through the sea, he passed right by a lionfish hidden behind a coral reef. If you're new, this is Mr. Seahorse by Eric Carle. But before long, Mr. Seahorse met another fish. How are you, Mrs. Tilapia? asked Mr. Seahorse. Mr. Tilapia couldn't answer. His mouth was full of eggs. I know, said Mr. Seahorse. Mrs. Tilapia laid her eggs. Now you are taking good care of them until they hatch. Mr. Tilapia nodded his head. You must be very happy, said Mr. Seahorse, and swam away. What's the poll? Oh my god, guys, really? You guys hate me. That's okay. But for all of you guys who said yes, I love you. And all of you guys who said no, I love you. Just not as much as the people who said yes. I'm just kidding. You don't hate me. Thank you. Does that mean that you voted no? Are you one of the 59%? Okay, we're gonna get back to it because this book is funny. Unless you guys don't want me to read it, then I won't read it. But honestly, I think it's fucking hysterical because it's so not appropriate for kids. As Mr. Seahorse drifted gently through the sea, he passed right by a pair of leaf fish hidden among the seaweed. You voted yes. Thank you. Thank you. do I make this go away? Okay, now I can see the chat. Guys, tell your friends to join. But before long, Mr. Seahorse met another fish. How are you, Mr. Curtis? Asked Mr. Seahorse. Perfectly fine, replied Mr. Curtis. Mrs. Curtis laid her eggs, and I have stuck them on my head. Now I am taking good care of them until they hatch. You are doing a good job, said Mr. Seahorse. And he swam away. Anyone you know, you don't have to like them. They don't have to like you. Send it to someone you don't like. Sorry. As Mr. Seahorse drifted gently through the sea, I hope my neighbors can hear me. Gently through the sea, because they're outside. He passed right by a stonefish hidden behind a rock. I'm telling you guys, once I get warmed up, it's story time. Hi, Trish. All right, I'm gonna lock in. I gotta lock in. See, I can't even get through a kid's book. I can't even get through not even a 15-page kid's book. We did 15 pages. I said 15. That's crazy. So it's an 18-page book, but it's front and back. So that is 36 pages. We gotta lock in. All right, we're learning. Educational. This is for 2-year-olds. But before long, Mr. Seahorse met another fish. Oh, sorry, you can't see. How are you, Mr. Pipe? Asked Mr. Seahorse. Couldn't be better, replied Mr. Pipe. Mrs. Pipe laid her eggs along my belly. Now I am taking good care of them until they hatch. You should feel proud of yourself, said Mr. Seahorse, and swam away on his own. But before long, oh, sorry, do you guys want to see? Pipe. But before long, Mr. Seahorse met another fish. How are you, Mr. Bullhead? Asked Mr. Seahorse. Tip-top, replied Mr. Bullhead. Mrs. Bullhead laid her eggs, and the eggs hatched. Now I'm babysitting. You are doing a fine job, said Mr. Seahorse, and swam away. Almost done. The time had come for the seahorse babies to be born. Mr. Seahorse wiggled and twisted this way and that. At last, the babies tumbled from Mr. Seahorse's pouch and swam away. One baby turned around and tried to come back into the pouch. Oh no, Mr. Seahorse said. I do love you, but now you are ready to be on your own. So, the end. That was Mr. Seahorse by Eric Carle. And I think we could all take a page out of this book and burn it. I do have so many more books for you. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's go into our chat here. Who said, oh no? Did something happen? Are you okay? Guys, chat, make sure he's okay. Thank you for the cheers. That's what I'm saying. There's some good stuff here. So I don't know how I go. When I reach out, and you know the face. Hello, guys. What's up? Answer the poll. Would you marry me? We got... Oh, I gotta take this poll down because it's not looking good. Would you marry me? We got 63% no. Before the book, there's only 59% no. After the book, there's 63% no. Why? Why won't you marry me? Why won't you marry me? Is it because I didn't get down on one knee? That's because I'm in jeans right now. The book made me want to more. What do you mean, want to not marry me more? The book was such a turn off. Guys, I'm just kidding. Chloe, I love you. Thank you. Yeah, if you're new here, just know I just be. I just do be. I do be. Please go watch my recent videos. You'll see. I live. I haven't worked in whatever. So yeah, I'm a girl. Thank you for sharing that. I'm a girl too. You can't tell. It's hard. I know it's hard to tell I'm a girl, but I am. My mom said I always had a raspy voice growing up. Guys, when I was a baby, it's so two things. When I was a baby, I promise I'll stay on track. When I was a baby, I wouldn't let. And guys, if you're new here, tips for 6th grade, yeah, because 6th grade was the year that I started to self-isolate, and because I felt like it was really hard to make friends, and that was the biggest mistake I could have ever made. And because the thing about like not making friends is just the fact that like when you get nervous or you feel like like the people around you are judging you, it's because that's their negative energy that you're feeling. So you're actually feeling the fact that like they're scared. So there's no reason for you to be feeling that, for you to be nervous, because like your emotions are literally just you picking up information. And also it's okay to not be on the same path and wavelength as other people. When I tell you, like, people, 6th grade is also when I started to learn so much more about just like being like grown. And I feel like I wish I didn't fuck around and find out, because it really does. Scripture says the more you know, the more that you hold. Like the more that you know, like the more where you are, like the more, just it's just heavier, the guilt that you hold. I can't remember the exact wording, but that's the message. So it's like I'm looking down at my puppets here. I preview. We'll get into the show. So yeah, just fuck it. And also 6th grade was when I had my first hug. You know what's crazy is that, okay, so I graduated, I was born in 99. I graduated high school in 2017. In 6th grade, I was also in the stock market. And that's also when so I played soccer growing up, and I played for Soccer Plus, which was run by Tony DeChico. If you play soccer, you know of Tony DeChico, you know that he changed women's soccer. He changed women's sports. Mia Hamm played for him. I'm trying to think of all the Abby Wambach. You know what, guys? There's a new girl that Alex Morgan. I don't think that she played for him, but before Alex Morgan, let's just say before Alex Morgan, Abby Wambach was like one of the last of that. So anyway, so I played for his club, but I also, I worked a lot with like different like inner works within the club, and I was very involved in it. And my father was a coach, so he went to a lot of things too. So whatever. Okay. So I felt really like I was very interested. So I really tried to invest myself, and I reached out to Tony DeChico when I was in 6th grade. And I don't even know why. I think I just had an urge to, just because I was like, I just want to meet him. I just reached out to him and invited him to come to my leadership class, and just to come speak. And he did. It was so nice. And like the fact that like I was starstruck, and I had met Tony DeChico like a few times. Like it's not like I had like seeing him that day wasn't something new to me. But I still felt I had so much respect for him. And that was so crazy. But yeah, in 6th grade, that's when that happened. Do not glitch out on me. My computer's been messed up forever. So who said I look like a boy? You're going in timeout. You're going in timeout, chat. I cannot prove to you, but I will tell you. I am a girl. I will one day post a video of me shaving my head. I should have done it when it was funnier, but like it is pretty funny. Just, I feel like I need to give some kind of incentive for that. And like, if you guys don't really want to see it, I'm not going to show it, but like, maybe I'll just record it to watch it. I'm peeling an orange right now, by the way. I'm not good at it. That's probably why I'm not good at it, because I'm not looking. So where was I going with all of this? I think it's the neighbor's dog. Zapped out. So yes, so that happened. Is the peel green? No, you know what's funny? I'm under, and this is really interesting. Color theory. My computer's just fucked up. I actually read something that said blue is the warmest color, and I was thinking about it the other day, and I feel like green is the coldest color and blue is the warmest. And if you don't agree with me, think about it. If you, oh, how did I explain it? No, maybe it doesn't make sense. Oh yes, it kind of does. Well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Why would I go like that? Anyway, yeah. So it's okay. So, hi guys, I'm Courtney. I have really bad ADHD, but I like to just babble. So welcome to my journey. You know, life is fun. We should encourage each other here if you're new. I gotta get a little tagline. Okay, so I'm gonna focus. I have a red umbrella. Wow, I can't believe. Why can't I ever just answer the question and then maybe give backstory if I want? Give backstory. I've had so many concussions. I'm under a red umbrella, and this, maybe because it's probably more yellow than orange. Yeah, I should have thought about that before I started going off. This is like more yellow. It's an orange. But thank you. Jake, I would marry you too. And this is my way of asking you. Would you marry me? Jake? Jake? We got a timeout here. Oh, wow. Okay, so anyway, that's red, that's yellow, period. We got that. We can move on to the next thing. Caroline, I love you. Jake, I just proposed to you and you literally just didn't respond. So I feel heartbroken. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go, listen, I tried to book with my therapist the other day for my cope ahead. I've been using my cope ahead skill a lot lately. And that's okay. Oh, now I understand. I thought at first, okay, that's okay. We can still get married. It could be platonic. Thank you. Oh my gosh, do you guys remember? Oh, I went off on a tangent a while ago about how I was born in 99, graduated in 2017. Oh yeah, because 6th grade. My memory is also shot. Yeah, I'm on a lot of meds. So something about my therapist. I'm gonna tell my therapist how sad I am, I think. Yeah, I've been using my cope ahead skill lately because anyway, so timed out. I this whole time thought timed out meant you were trying to type too many comments too quickly. And I thought YouTube had a restriction where you could only comment a certain amount in a certain time, but now I'm learning that actually just means that you guys got put in timeout. I don't know that. Timeout goes. Listen, I get to it. That's so funny. Mod, you guys are in control, and if anyone wants to be a mod, not in control. I have to be careful with what I say. Oh, I went on that tangent a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, low key. If you want to be a mod, you let me know. You could be a mod. Mod, your only job is to make sure that people are nice. What? Keep it happy. What? Love you guys. So yeah, if you want to be a mod, you just let me know. And that's literally your only job. Just have fun. And if there's haters, you time them out. And not because if you get timed out, doesn't mean you're a hater. I don't know what happens. I'm not up to date with the chat, but I love it. In the art world, they don't consider black and white as colors. Did you know that? What do they consider them? Lorenzo. No, I'll be a wife. Yeah, it's just the lighting. Why doesn't this update? The fact that you guys are... I have got to get my sister on here. I'm gonna ask her to send me the face one day. Because yeah. I'm just reading these. Just getting caught up. All right, I love you guys. You and John, who's that? I just missed my mouth. Did anyone see me with miss my mouth? Oh my God. I went to speech therapy as a kid. Okay, so weird. My childhood was so weird. Maybe I should just tell you guys it. I said that and then I thought about it and then I restarted my thought, but it was the same exact sentence. So then I found, okay. My brain moves so fast. When I was a kid, so if you haven't heard, I was a kid who went through like those, like the Stargate type testing where, remember like the schools, like the whatever's here would like come to the schools and like do tests on kids, but it was like kind of like psych ones, like you would listen to different sound things or you try to guess like a shape behind a car. So my favorite song is probably Thank You, Jesus. So I was one of those kids and what is that? Oh, wait, also you or... Oh, you could put filter words in the chat. I like that. That was like actually a good idea. I had to do that on my Instagram because some people will comment stuff and I'm like, yo, I can't have that on my page. Gifted and talented, Alex. That's right. So why am I bald? You got to go watch the video. Listen, some people choose the bald life. The bald life chooses some people. I got chosen. So yeah, the gifted and talented. Yeah, okay, that's what... Oh my God, dude, it took me so long to process that. If you haven't met... I've had some serious brain injuries. So forgive me. I'll make a video on that too. So gifted and talented. Yeah, so I was one of those kids and I grew up in one city. Where I say city because it was, compared to where I'm at, it's a city. And where I first grew up, I started the testing there. I started the, whatever it's called, testing. I keep forgetting the name. Gifted and talented testing there. And then when I moved in the middle of my first grade year, and my parents said it was to get my brother and I speech therapy because we had a hard time with our R's and L's and my brother with something else. And also because I guess we were like doing really well in school and they wanted to give us a harder education or something like that. My brother was reading Harry Potter in kindergarten. No, when he was in first grade, my brother was reading Harry Potter. No, my brother was reading Harry Potter in kindergarten. That's right, because I had the same kindergarten teacher, and she was, yeah. My first memories of 9/11, I was sitting in the living... I'm just telling you guys, like, things about my life so you guys can... 9/11, I was sitting in my living room, and I remember it was when the second plane hit, and I remember seeing on my phone, I remember seeing on the phone, I remember seeing my mom on the phone, and that's when she was like, oh my God, the second plane hit. She turned around, she walked out the room, and I've confirmed it with her. That's exactly what happened. So many crazy things have happened. I'm gonna tell you guys another one because I'm on this tangent. One time, okay, so when I moved from the Stargate, so I went to so when I moved from the first town to the second one, right? Literally the month of, like, maybe like of 2 weeks. It was maybe all of 2 weeks before we moved towns, which was also right during Christmas. My grandmother passed away and I never got to say goodbye to her. She got sick and she passed away. And you know what's great? My mom keeps saying to me, she goes, you look just like my mom did right before she died. I'm like, Mom, you can't say that. Jody has some funny moments. She has some great quotes. We should make a book on her. So, anyway. Oh my God. Someone remind me, I was talking about something. Oh, because when my grandma passed away, so my grandma passed away, I never got to say goodbye. My mom, my mom, no, it's not even, my mom called me for dinner one night. I'm in the living room. My mom's in the kitchen. She calls me for dinner. So I'm walking from the living room past my bathroom that's dark, but the door's open so I can see in the mirror. It's kind of like, it's kind of lit. It's into the kitchen. Before I pass, so as I'm walking, as soon as I could see the bathroom mirror, but like it's a few steps in, not a few steps into, okay, I see the bathroom mirror, and from that that point, and it's only like the 2 steps that you could possibly see the mirror, I saw, it felt like the live soul of my grandmother in the mirror looking at me. Her eyes like move, but she gave me a nice smile. And I saw her, and I wasn't like, I'm seeing stuff. I saw her, and I was like, that's her. But I was like, why is she in the mirror? Like, it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, and you could kind of tell the difference if you're hallucinating. Well, I mean, I've hallucinated before off of like, not off of, like, I was given the medication as a kid, like the side effect was a hallucination, and I've had out-of-body experiences after I broke my neck, so like, I can now relate to all these experiences. Let me tell you, it was her life soul and the mirror. But let me get to the crazier part. So I freak out. I run right to my mom, and I tell my mom, I said, Mom, I just saw Nana in the mirror. And my mom kind of looked a little like confused at first, like not sure what her 7-year-old kid is really talking about here. And I looked at her face. It registered to me that she either did not believe me, or I had to give her some more information, because I was like, this happened. So to tell her, for some reason, something over me, it was like, this is why I tell you, like, I've had a crazy life, and God has literally just, it's the weirdest thing. I just have this understanding, like, I have to tell her what I saw my grandma wearing. So I tell my mom, no, Nana was wearing a blue turtleneck, knit sweater, long sleeve, with jeans. And I told this to my mom, and the look on my mom's face switched from like kind of confusion to like, she saw Nana, and she looked at my dad. She was like, "There's no way Courtney would have known that. That's what they've buried my Nana in. That's what they buried my grandma in. That I would have not known. There's no way I would have known. A, I didn't go to the wake. B, I wasn't even at the funeral. I didn't see any pictures. I literally was. I had said bye to my grandma maybe like, some time before last seeing her. There's no pictures. That's not even the outfit she had passed in. That's the outfit they put her in when they buried her, which my mom had picked out, which I think only my mom had saw. Maybe like, her father, probably her father. I mean, obviously her husband would see her before they could bury her. Isn't that crazy? So ever since then, I was like, okay, what is going on? Because I was raised in the Roman Catholic Church. If you know, you know. And I could always hear the voice of God. I figured out so then my Nana had passed, and so then we had moved. Then my Nana had passed, Then we had moved to a new school. Then I started doing the Stargate testing at the new school still, and it was so weird, the stuff that I did. I was like, I really enjoyed it. I remember doing really well with it. So strange, yeah. And then this is me as a kid, bro. I went to the library because after the whole Nana thing, after Nana passed and I saw her in the mirror, I went to the school library and was really interested in the spiritual realm, paranormal stuff. I was like, what is going on? I'm like, my parents brought me to church, so I gotta figure this out. So I go to the library and I go to check out like maybe 3 or 4 books because I like to learn. And the librarian comes over to me. She goes, "You're not checking out all of those." And I was like, "Yes, I am." Like almost like I thought she was just using the wrong tone with me. And I was like, "Yes, I am checking all these. Like I'm going to study. Like I'm going to I'm diving deep." And she was like, limited me. And then I remember like sassing her, but that really hurt. That made me sad. That hurt my heart. So that happened. I'm gonna catch up with the chat. We're gonna read another book. Alex, it's funny you say that. So legend has it, I am a quarter French, a quarter Lithuanian, half Irish, and some other things. My mom, okay, so my mom, her dad was a spy. My mom's mom was super Christian, super. I definitely have a pull to my mom's grandma. For some reason, my mom's aunt, like that. I just have such a pull to that. And they are 100% Irish. My mom's 100% Irish. Well, my mom says that she's 100% Irish and some other things, but she's 100% Irish. So, and my father's side, neither of my parents, like follow Jesus. They came yesterday and they really liked it, something. But that's what I'm just saying. Like, I don't know how it got passed to me because neither my brother or sister do either. Like, all my family's like kind of like turned away from it, and so it's just like really strange that things happen the way they do. Maybe because I was open to it as a kid, because like you said, like kids are super, open to that kind of stuff. My father's father, like I said earlier, the bloodline comes from France to Canada, and they were part of the group that evangelized and like left France to come to Canada, and then came down to Maine, and then came down to Bristol, Connecticut. But I guess there's some weird tie to Rhode Island, and I have keys to it, so I got to find a historian and figure that out. Maybe that's a whole rabbit hole I should go into. I don't know. Hi guys. Jake, thank you. I want to be a model. I just don't know how you would get started, and like I have photos and stuff, but like I like some headshots, but I not since being bald. But actually, maybe could take some. But I just like don't know how to get started. And like then I looked up and I was like, you could send pictures to an agency, and while that would be cool, I have actually, it's something that I wrote down that is like, oh, I really want to do this, and then I have a problem self-sabotaging. I don't know if anyone else does that too, but you kind of just like, you're like, I can do this, and you get all excited about it, and then you just don't. You sell yourself short. You somehow mess up your opportunity. I did that. So, not that I messed up an opportunity, but I just stopped, which makes me sad because I've actually wanted to model my whole life. I've always wanted to model. I've always wanted to act. I've always wanted to sing. Growing up, I wasn't a good singer. Still not. I make a joyful noise. I'm sure a lot of drama with y'all. That's okay. Things happen. My parents told me they were like, you can't sing around the house unless you take chorus lessons. I'm like, okay. So I took chorus, and then I didn't like it because they forced me to sing certain things. I'm like, I don't want to sing your stupid songs. I want to sing my stupid songs that I make up in my head. That make absolutely no sense. Anyway. All right, we'll see you soon, Jake. Come back. I am Zero from Stranger Things. Not a lot of people know that about me, though. It's kind of like a Hannah Montana thing. Sometimes I'm hesitant to tell people my true identity, but I guess it's time. It's me. I'm Zero. Make sure you eat your fruit. I just want to recap what we've gotten done today. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I went back to bed. Woke up around like 9:30ish. No, like 9ish, and I was really tired. So, woke up at like 9. I updated. I was going to be on maybe 9:30, 9:45. I came on around 10:30 in the morning. Ever since then, I have tried to tell many stories. I have been successful in few. We read, it took us, we took a 10-minute break, and then it ended up being a 45-minute break. We tried to take a 10-minute break. Ended up being a 45-minute break. Then we read Eric Carle, Mr. Seahorse. I just saw Jake. Are you religious? Evan, I'm gonna answer that right off the bat. Do you want kids? Do you have kids? I want kids so freaking bad. You don't know how bad I want children. I wanted children my whole life. I literally feel like I was just born to be a mom. Like I used to always be like the mom of the group, but mostly because I'm just like, I want to take care of people, you know? And then when I had my class, I had the 9 girls and I had 1 boy, and they were my heart. Oh my God. And the boy was the sweetest being. He was such a little sir, and like sometimes boys can be like, you know, like kind of crazy and all, and like he was so sweet. And I felt bad because he was the only one, but like, oh my God, he's so sweet. And the girls were so, oh my God, they were so cute, and most of them came all day, so it was just gang, and they were adorable. And what I'm about to show you is most of like what they used in the classroom and saw and everything. Okay, not most of, like, I could show you. I have, let's just say, and I will be able to share more at some point in time, just we are in the next stage of figuring things out, finding some kind of mediation. Yeah, they did some damage on me. They also hurt my heart. I've been saying that lately. People, when something hurts, I'm like, that hurt my heart. Makes me feel better. You know what? Acknowledge your feelings. I notice that I hold my breath if I don't acknowledge my feelings, so I'm telling you, acknowledge your feelings and relax your shoulders if you turtle. Because I turtle really bad. So, wow. Yeah, I had a nervous system collapse. There are times where, like, no, I'm telling you, I started having those like kind of absent seizures, but there are times I've not fell, but I've collapsed on the floor. Like I couldn't move. Like I'm coherent, and like not coherent, but like I can respond, but like I can hear, but I'm just like, my body's like, we're gonna take a break right now. So I feel like right before that I was working and I was doing fine. I was a wedding coordinator for a venue. Like I was busy. If you've ever been to a wedding, or if you've ever planned a wedding, or you've ever it's crazy. I used to plan and do all that stuff for people and work with what, like 2-3 weddings a week. Also dealing with all the setup, all the breakdown, all the coordinating of times, all the making sure the venue, the overseeing the staff, making sure food went out, because, you know, crazy time. I loved it though. I loved it. Like that is where I felt so alive. But my health took a big hit from the school that I worked with, and that honestly fucked me for, it still is, and it's been over a year now, but they really hurt my heart. Anyway, I love the children. Well, I don't know where I was going with that, but we're gonna read another book. So I have some options, and yeah, Jake can be mod. Oh yeah, I was answering questions. Yeah, that's right. This is exactly why I can't work, because my brain is just not. And that's why I started YouTube, because I'm working on like the neuroplasties. Like I'm trying to strengthen it, and it's a lot better than it was months ago. Months ago, I would space out the entire day. Months ago, there was no chance I could even get onto a YouTube live or even hold a conversation or even hold a train of thought. Like the fact that I can babble so much goes to show, like, if you put in the work, like, the work is worth it. You're not going to see results right away. You might see regression. You probably will see regression. I struggle a lot with talking, my memories, my balance. Ever since the vaccine injury, my legs, like they hurt. Hey, it's 1, 2, 3 where I live. And those are things that I still struggle with. Like, as you guys can see, I stumble over my words all the time. Either I'm talking too fast or my brain just like can't get the words out. Like sometimes I know what I want to say, but it doesn't click to come. Yeah, I'm gonna add Jake as mod. And Jake, that's a good question, because I would consider myself, I'm a follower of Jesus. So I'm faithful to Jesus. I just follow his teachings from scripture. I trust scripture. What I believe in is that God gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. That if you believe in Jesus, as long as you accept him, you are going to have everlasting life with God. God loves you no matter what, but God is reaching towards you. He's running towards you, and he wants you just to accept Jesus. And Jesus just means love. It literally just means that you are like, okay, I will accept the help. I'm not perfect. I will accept the help. I'm going to give you a forewarning. Holy Spirit's going to change your heart, and you're going to start to understand a lot more, and you're going to be able to like help people in so many other different ways once you start following Jesus. And it's just such a beautiful thing, and like I feel like I'm just really like learning that and experiencing it firsthand. So yeah, God is good. So I say I'm not religious because I don't follow a man-made structural set of rules. Even the law, I feel like I need to pull out my Bible as a prop. Even the law in the Old Testament doesn't even apply to us. There are things that God had requirements for humans, but we're humans. We keep messing up. So through our evolution and learning, and through God's process of teaching all of us as humans, because we're all a big family. We're all a big family. Seriously. Through God's process of teaching all of us and teaching humanity in its needed, necessary way to grow and evolve the way it needed, that's why he sent Jesus, because Jesus is the saving grace. If we did not have Jesus, I would still be guilty of all my sins. God would still look at me and say, you fell short of this and that. And he's right. Not only did I fall short, I can say there are times that I read the law fully knowing of it, knowing the power of God, and choosing to go the other way because I wanted to, because I didn't want to do whatever it was, because I wanted to go the other way, right? Not even just because some people can still sit in life and say, like, I just didn't know. I didn't know. I don't know. I can't say that. I have to say I am fully 110% responsible and guilty for the things I've done. 110%. Had I been alive, living my life before Jesus, I would still be held accountable for those, as I should, right? It's just like in school. You get graded. You're held in life. You get held. You don't like to be held accountable? I'm sorry. You're going to be held accountable no matter where you go. And being held accountable is the only way they're going to have sustainable life. Otherwise, you're just going haywire. Anyway, staying on topic here. So yeah, I follow Jesus, and I don't follow man-made rules, and yeah, God is good. When I was raised, we attended a Roman Catholic church on holidays, and I went to like CCD. So that was and I was like confirmed and all that up through 8th grade. So that was my exposure to Christ, aside from my personal experiences. And I was always really, really just connected to that. And I was such like an emotional, like a feeler. Yeah. Then, I remember I was telling this story a long time ago and then my phone died. Then while in the Roman Catholic Church, felt I didn't like some of the tradition kind of rules, standards that they had. It didn't sit right with me. I didn't agree with it. I didn't see the logic behind it. So I wasn't going to do it. And so eventually I was like, well, this isn't for me. And I had a friend that we grew up with their family. We were always close. We both had a sister that he's one of my best friends growing up. We both have a little sister. Our little sisters were really close friends growing up too. They were best friends and played soccer together. And then once they I think they switched sports or whatever, my friend and I at the same time, and so unintentionally, like it just happened. We both attended the same magnet school. We're both from the same hometown, but we both end up attending the same magnet school in a completely different town that you have to apply for and get randomly selected for. And I can't believe that we got placed together. He brought me to his church, and that's the first time that I had done worship. That's the first time that I heard the gospel. And that's the first time that I think I really just started to be like, yes, Jesus, okay. Even then, even in seeing the working that he did, still had a huge ego. And I had such a hard time breaking that down because why? I wanted everything in the world, as anyone would, right? Because we're all humans. We all want the best life. We all think we want to leave our legacy. It's us, 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 us. When I tell you two things, it's not just us, because of logic. A creator made us, and we are all, sorry to say it, intertwined with one another in this journey. Whether you like it or not, you are not just yourself, you are everyone you meet. You are everyone that you encounter, that you have an interaction with, that you learn from, that you give to. Every thought you have, the things that you process, all of that. The chat is blowing up right now, guys. I am just seeing all this. You are not just you. Sorry, but you are influenced by everything that you are exposed to, that you take in, that you relish, you give out. I hope relish was the word I wanted to use. But that is it. That is something. I'm gonna eat this banana. We're gonna get to another book. I want to read another book. Anyway, yeah, God is good. So I got saved. I was saved when I went to that church with my friend. I was saved there. But I never got baptized until yesterday. Yep. I don't know why I never did. I think even since being saved, so I was saved at, I was saved when I was younger, but I really ran away. And I came back, and I feel like if you're running away, like, you really just gotta come back. But he chases you, and he brings you back in. And he chased me down, and he brought me back in. And he gave me beautiful opportunities, and I could tell he was setting me up, and I thought I was gonna I thought cheerleading was gonna be my thing. You know how everyone, like, you grew up, you're like, okay, I like this. I'm gonna stay here. I thought I was gonna be good with cheerleading and sports. Maybe I'd coach, maybe I'd, whatever. If you haven't heard, go watch my testimony that I just posted. But my selfish nature costed me what I started to idolize, which is good now in hindsight, but it also was leading me down. Like, I was selfish. I had such a big ego. Everyone said it, and I never believed it. I never even gave it thought, because in that time and space, the environment that I knew, the people in the cave theory, if you know, you know. If you don't, go look it up. People in the cave theory, prisoners in the cave theory. all that I knew was that the way I was acting in the environment I had been was successful in getting me what I wanted and needed, because I had never really taken into account its true impact. Once I started to follow Jesus, I learned that life actually mattered. Crazy. I have hope. Wild. You guys know I have, well, you guys don't know, I struggle with, and I'm just gonna say preface SI, I struggle with a lot of mental health. I struggle with a lot of intrusive thoughts, things that I'm like, I hear and I'm like, that's not me. Yes, they're spiritual attacks. It's easier to say mental health with this day and age, which is crazy. So I struggle with a lot of that. I was in the psych ward in January. I still go to the hospital a few times a week. I'm still involved in their outpatient programs, and I go to groups there. Why? Because I need it. Why? Because my mental health I'm working on it. I'm doing everything I can for it. I'm actually really sitting down and focusing on it. But that's the place that it ended up. Why? Because I kept choosing things that were hurting me. What were those things? Selfish desires, materialistic things, achievements. That's not going to get you anywhere. You only think about now, all of the natural disasters. Think about all these people who are losing their literal homes, everything that they've owned, everything. And I sit back and I'm like, okay, my focus is getting a new outfit. No, I'm gonna go into my sister's closet. I'm gonna take her shirt. Okay, thank you, Caitlin. We're moving on. All right, so we have a couple different book options. Okay, I'm just gonna pull them all out. So maybe you guys can see the stack and let me know. We have I don't know if you guys ever done the spot dot. Do you guys not like the books? I love the books. Jake, I live in Connecticut. Hi, Leela. Thank you. What's up, Eli? Oh, wait, Jake, you're going to be a mod. That's right. At what time did you guys ask for that? Because yeah, like I was saying, if you want to be a mod, you let me know. Mods are awesome. I am slow as frick. So they are my saving grace right now. So blessed to you guys. I do. When I pray, I pray for you guys. You are going to be, yeah, that's what we do. Okay. Do you have cancer? Okay. I'm just going to say this. Before I got sick and all of that, and also, since getting baptized, it started to heal. Do you guys see how much different it looks? Do you guys remember? Literally, maybe a few days ago? Maybe yesterday? No, it's like, when was the last time I was on live? Even yesterday, if you watch the video, you could see in the tub. Do you guys see? It's only right there. I have seborrheic dermatitis. Ever since getting baptized, it's really healing. Again, read Job. Crazy. No, it's not crazy. Lord's just good. No, I don't have cancer. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. So, I don't have cancer. I had a nervous system collapse, and then now I'm thinking about everything. Now I see my ex's apartment. I'm like, I had a nervous system collapse, and I had telogen effluvium, so all my hair started to fall out. But at the same time, it also woke up a dormant seborrheic dermatitis. So I had like burning scalp syndrome, and I started getting all these like sores. And with my hair falling out and being inflamed, and then also like the inflammation reducing, but having seb derm. And if you don't know much about it, just go research it. But it's just so freaking uncomfortable. It's basically like your cells are just regenerating so quickly, and it's just not fun. And it hurts. And because of that, my hair was literally falling out. Like I have to give some kind of incentive, but it would fall out starting here and go in a ring, but it would fall out in the patch. So I have pictures where I look like Bobo the Clown, but my hair was really long. So it's literally just the ring here, like this part's bald, and it's hair here, and it's hair, and the back, it was like, and I didn't realize how bad it was, because I would pull my hair up for a while, and I thought the back was covered. I have these pieces. I flatten them. It's just gonna flatten over. I could see it in my head. I had the vision. Let me tell you, I was blind. Because after wearing my hair like that for a long time, finally took a video and realized I had a single strand of hair. Like, it was maybe like, if you think like the strand of hair is itself, 20 of them, like a very thin line of hair from the back, and the rest bald, like patchy hair. And that shit's so funny. I love looking back on those photos. And first of all, I took the Bobo the Clown photo like that because I thought it would be funny to take a picture like Bobo the Clown, you know, like memories. I like documenting it. I should make a photo album. Time lapse of my hair loss. Yep. Yeah, you know, when I was in the psych ward, it really, my hair loss really wasn't that bad. It was a tiny little patch. And people really didn't say anything because, yeah, I think a lot of people experience hair loss after they go through stuff. But my last day, and I loved the people I met there. Like, it was literally the Breakfast Club where I felt like they were all shadow versions of myself. Like, it was the craziest experience. And the thing is, like, that was so God orchestrated. There's no other way. It was so crazy. And we all said it. We all were like, yeah, God's bringing us all together. We were all religious. And we all had, it was like literally a puzzle. It was literally the Breakfast Club. Like, I still love all of them today. And I will literally never forget them. They taught me so much more than I've ever learned on my own. They were the first people that I felt like actually liked me, like they wanted to be a friend of mine. Like you know what's crazy? You wanna know, it's the little things. And if you're a friend of mine and you've done this, I have probably offered to literally, I was gonna say suck your toes. But that's not the language I'm looking to use anymore. A little conviction in there. What was I gonna say? Oh, fuck. I was just thinking about sucking toes. My brain just flatlines. Everyone, it happens. It just happens to me every time I talk. Imagine me in real life. This is me in real life. Wow, and that was like really important to me. Maybe. My hair, Cancer. I don't know what kind of tangent I went on. No clue. What I'm gonna tell you, and no offense to you at all. No offense to you. Just hear me out. I never knew how many people feel comfortable going up to a random stranger who's bald and saying, "Do you have cancer?" But they don't, it's the way people ask it. It's almost like, "Hey, what's your Instagram?" They'd be like, when you're trying to, "Can I get your Snapchat?" That's how it is. It's like, "Hey, do you have cancer?" And then I'm like, "No, should I?" Like, don't jinx it on me. Cancer runs in my family. Like, we're not jinxing it on me. Yeah, I think I still have like, well, I think I still have a whole like, yeah, I'm just ignoring it, to be honest with you guys. I'm also saying next, I'm like, but, and like, I have like, okay, on my belly, I'm not going to show you guys because you have to pay for that. On my belly, I have little dots that, they just, ever since like, I think it was like high school, they started, it's in a pattern and it literally goes across and then it goes down. But one have popped up every like maybe year or so. And one of them, I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, that's that. That's what they tell me to look for. That's that. And I went to a dermatologist for my scalp, but like right before the thing with my stomach. And I'm like, what is going on? So anyway. All right, so I have a few books I can read to you guys. Do not leave. If you don't want me to read, say it. But I like you, and I don't want you to leave. So don't. But use your words. You don't know how many adults don't know how to use their words. Literally 3 of you jump off my deck. Let's get coffee. Or do you guys want the puppets? Listen, you guys can tell me. Or we can do some, well, I'm kind of still working up to the energy of it. Remember, we're trying to pace ourselves. I'm leaving at 6. I have 4 hours of, and I could do a puppet show. Which ones do you guys want? Let's do this one too. You already know. Yeah, no, I don't have cancer. Oh, yeah. No, I don't have cancer. Thanks, Jake. Jake, did it work for you? It doesn't look different for you. Oh, wow, how far back am I? I don't know how this happens. Yes, Plato's allegory of the cave. Thank you. I love you guys. Do we see something about pre-roll? Are we talking about pre-rolls? Yes, let's go re-roll. Oh, re-roll. Yeah, re-roll. Not pre-roll. I wish it was pre-roll. Oh, thank you. Coco Plays, I love you. Yeah, guys, don't bully me. I got bullied in high school. I got bullied in high school, and it made me really sad. And then I transferred schools. So don't bully me, okay? I already went through that. They said because I was, that's what people told me. Actually, you know what's funny? You guys want to know? You guys want to know just my luck? Just my luck. This is my life. I went to my town schools growing up, right? Public school. My freshman year of high school, I have 2 best friends. Freshman year of high school, best friends turned into little bitches. I love you guys now. Some of you. If your last name reminds me of a structure, I actually think you need help. And I will give you a reference if you want it. Okay? Take things seriously. All right? For the rest, and her little minion. And whatever the tall fuck's name is. And for the rest of you, I literally, we have the poll. But I want to reverse it. I would marry you. Will you marry me? I'm also not sitting on my foot. Right? Should I make an OnlyFans? I'm just kidding, guys. I love when people say, like, OnlyFans is only for, well, I learned it's called chi-chis. But I think how else are you gonna get that? Okay, you don't always have a friend that can be weird. You need to have the one that makes everyone uncomfortable. The one you can talk about behind their back. With this, no one's in the room with you. You can say whatever you want. Except not in the chat. So don't bully me. Okay, don't bully me. We'll bring this full circle. Don't bully me. It always comes full circle. Just takes me a while to get there. But I get there. It's like the tortoise and the hare. Oh, guys. All right. So since it's about 1:48, all right, right before our next book here, we're going to check the weather. We're going to check the weather here. So our weather today is sunny. It is really sunny today. It's a little cloudy. So we have it slightly to cloudy. But it's more so sunny. So that's today's weather. That's today's weather. Should I? Let me know if I should leave this. And if I should add like a calendar. And we can do like the, you know, how the kids do like the storytime centers. We can do like a daily check-in. I could do like the monthly calendar. That might be really fun. And then YouTube asks, is this for kids? No. Do not put your kids on this. This is not for kids. All right, so do you guys want to do... You guys have to let me know or I'm going to read another book. Actually, I kind of want to read these books. Okay. Do you guys want to do dominoes? Do you guys want to do puppets? Do you guys want to do interpretive dancing? Do you guys want to do bubbles? Do you guys want to do instruments? Yole, 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 yole. I wish I could really yodel. Is anyone a professional yodeler? Where is that kid from Walmart? Does anyone know how he's doing? Can we get an update, chat? How is that kid from Walmart? Do you remember the you know the one. How's he doing, guys? Jake, don't leave us. I thought I made you a mod. Oh, you are a mod. Wait, why are some mods blue? Jojo. Oh, love you. I see. Okay, Jojo, here's the thing. I don't speak French. I took French, so there's some words that I learned by the book, but my grandfather spoke French. My father grew up with people who spoke French, and then growing up meeting our relatives, they all did. Okay, so obviously, because, you know, it's the same people I'm talking about in each scenario. I'm just getting down the chain. So growing up, I heard the language a lot. So there are things that if you say it, I can understand, but I can barely speak it. Actually, you want to know something about my French class? I loved my French teacher. My French teacher saved my grade. I did not know what I was doing. I got every answer wrong. I actually, one time on a verbal exam, looked at her and said, I don't know. I don't know. I think I said something in a French accent. Like, I was transparent. I did not know. And she was a saving grace. And she allowed me to have a good A, like an A. She gave me an A for my honesty. And that meant a lot to me. So I don't speak French, but I can appreciate it for sure. Yeah. You need help breaking free. Where are you? Is it fat? Me? Yeah? You've been meaning to do stuff for over an hour. Alex, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Remember, if you needed to get it done, it would get done, right? So don't worry about it. Paw Patrol. I auditioned for Paw Patrol. They told me that I wasn't good enough. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I can't lie. Even in jokes like that, I can't lie. Please don't. She looks upset, like an upset person. No, my cheeks just hurt. My last name is Angers. I'm tired. Sorry, I'm just reading these comments, just responding to them one by one. I would marry you, but I'm already married. LOL, but yes, I would marry you. It's not just me. We're all getting married to each other. Remember, we're one big family. Okay? I'm not bullying you, but I'm terrified. Okay, that's kind of crossing the line. Okay, now we're getting mean. That's where I'm gonna say we're getting mean. My feelings are hurt. You hurt my heart. Don't hurt my heart. Remember, I just said don't bully me. Did I not just tell you guys not to bully me? I just said don't bully me. Remember, I'm still, what? Yeah, I'm Connecticut. Edward, that is not appropriate. Remember, we are here with our children's. Remember, Jesus tells us to be, he goes, unless you become like little children, you will surely not enter the kingdom of heaven, which means become childlike in your heart, showing so much love, releasing any of that like cold hardening that has happened to your heart from the world. Because honestly, the world is, so we are trying to be loving children of the Lord. So don't bully me. Don't bully me. If you need to bully me, say it to yourself. Don't put it in the chat, okay? Never mind. The lag is going bad. I don't think it's lagging. I think I'm just slow. But, oh, you guys want to do bubbles. You guys want to do bubbles. Shout out to Parker Creech. More like Parker Preach. We gonna get you on that gospel. Remember, God loves you. Remember, all Jesus wants to do is help you. All you gotta do is say yes. You're so cute. Lucky bags. Sorry, I do that to kids all the time. It's like, yeah, you know, it's so fun. This silliness. Give me, I took French in college and failed. Literally, French in college and failed? Me too. Jake, welcome to the mod gang. Parker Creech, I can't give you 7 shout outs, but I can give you one from the heart. My friends. Follow Parker Creech. Don't look at my fat. Follow Parker Creech, for he has asked many times, meaning he is really dedicated. Follow him. Now. How was that? Did you guys like that? I like doing that. Oh, it's so calm out. You know, maybe, why am I so chill? Like, I feel like it's just so nice out there. Jake, welcome back. Yes, you're a mod now. Parker wants a shout out. Oh my God, Parker, I can't do this 8 times. I don't have the mental capacity. So Jake says, what county? What county? We're getting close here. Jake, I'm going to tell you. I'm from Burlington. Jake's going to, you know what Jake's going to do right now? I don't know if Jake knows. I don't know if Jake knows that my shitty ex used to tell me I live in the hill towns and not in the mountains. All right, Jake? I don't know if you know that. But we're going to put Jake up to the test. Jake. Burlington. Burlington is next to like Farmington, it's next to Avon, it's a little north than Bristol, next to Harmington. It's like right on the line between Hartford County and Litchfield County. We are literally, my town is in Hartford County and the town that we share a public school with is in Litchfield County. Why do I give this public information out? Because you guys can definitely find it already. It's already out on the internet. There's nothing private anymore. Why am I saying this in case my mom's watching? Because she's going to say, make sure you don't tell strangers on the internet about private information. But if you want my social security, you have to DM me for that. I'm not going to say that out here. Oh my God, wait, you live in Ellington? I'm gonna say, you know, I know so many people that live near you. So I go to Vox Church in Hartford, and I go to the South Windsor branch too. So if you ever want to go, you let me know. I go. Well, I'm actually going to Naugatuck tonight because we're opening a new church in over there. So, but yeah, let me know. And I'm in some groups in the area. It's like all young adults, so it's like they're really cool actually. I went the other day. So I normally don't hang out with people because for a while I just couldn't relate to people. The glare is so bad. I couldn't relate to people, and the people I was friends with, like I just didn't click with them anymore. Um, Mostly because I was changing my way of life, and since going to Vox, like I feel like I've built my community. And I went to a gathering the other week, and I felt like I was back on like I felt like I was literally like 10 on the beach with my cousins. Like it was I haven't had that in so long. I'm 25. You know, COVID hit when I was in the middle of college. It's been so long since I've had a like that just like real like genuine connection. And yeah, I love my people there. So if you're interested, or if anyone is from Connecticut, or I think it's like Central Mass, and you want to get connected to an awesome church, awesome group, you just let me know. But yeah, I just say go to Vox. You could tell me about it, but it's easier if you just show up. Let me know. Of course, if you're gonna show up, let me know. Edward Jung, what's up? Why is your name familiar? I've seen you before. You've been here. That monkey fat nice. You like him? Maybe he can make an OnlyFans. Where's my buddy? Look at him, right? Can we show some love for the monkey? Can we get some love up in here? Can we show some love for the monkey, guys? Get some love up in here. Can you give him a big hug? Mwah. Mwah. Oh my god, that's crazy. What just happened? Oh, thank you, Matthias. Thank you. Matthias, I love your heart. YouTube doesn't have DM. YouTube, then, you know what? Oh, that's right. YouTube doesn't have DM. Well, then you're just going to have to comment, or you could follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is so it's at Classicourtney. It's the same thing, except instead of court, it's Courtney. Instagram won't let me have at Classic Court. And I wonder if it's, I have so many Finstas, so many. One of them is Courtney. One of them is Classic Court, but it has 3 C's. Now, when Visco became a thing, my Visco name was Classic Court. So I wonder if I made an Instagram page and then just like locked myself out of it, because it's very possible. But anyway, yeah, go to my Instagram is at Classic Court. No, at Classic Courtney. Yeah. Love the downshift views, guys. There is none. There is none. I live in the mountains. I don't have the mountains. Okay. Also, Bronson, this is my channel, and you're on strike 1. I normally would give 3 strikes, and then the 4th you're out. I'm gonna take 1 away. And you just lost a strike because so you have 2 strikes. Sometimes they give out points. I'm giving out strikes. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it up here. I kind of want to go get it. I have something for you guys. At some point in time, I will get it, but I like where we're at. I'm not gonna try to disturb this. Last time I took a break, it took 45 minutes. It took almost an hour. We were supposed to take 10 minutes, it took an hour. It took like 40. So, Bronson, you're on 2 strikes. Thank you, Ren. See, Ren's on our team. What the hair transplant? Courtney Land. Wait. No, that's just like, oh, have you guys ever been to Penn Island? You found me on Instagram. Reroll follow. Hit that follow. Sorry, I just what in the peach fuzz? The carpet matched the drapes. Edward A. Jung is also on 2 strikes. Remember, 3 strikes and then 4th you're out. But I'm gonna take one away. And you just lost one. 2 strikes, Edward A. Jung. 2. You look very American. Thank you. Is that a good or bad thing? Guys, okay, I guess we'll do the bubbles. I want to read the books. Do you guys not want to read the books? Just tell me. We are not engaged anymore. Haha, catch my breath. So as soon as I said I want to read the books, people hop off. Do you guys tell me, do you not want to read the books? Say no. Say no, Courtney, you don't want to read the books. I start reading it until someone tells me. You can't treat for... The Happy Snappy Crab. One sea turtle swims so fast, and a second one gives chase. They dive deeper through the waves. Who will win the race? We're in the race. That's why we transferred from Bristol to Burlington. That's speech therapy. There goes prickly pufferfish, big and round and plump. He blows up like a balloon when he feels like a grump. Turn the page. Smiley, hungry, speedy shark is darting through the reef. And what's that sparking in the dark? Her bright and shiny teeth. Turn the page. Look at clever crimson crab scuttling through the sand. Or her happy snappy claws. She moves from sea to land. Who's that? It's giant gentle whale. He's friendly, but beware. He likes to make a mighty splash when coming up for air. Turn the page. Okay, last one. Join Octopus and his friends. Watch out, he'll use his wriggly arms to tickle those who peek. The end. Wasn't that nice? The Happy Snappy Crab by Gareth Lucas. Definitely more appropriate for children. Thank you, we're getting some love. We're getting this love. She's reading the stories. Thank you, Onyx. Yeah, I grew up reading like to children. Growing up, my mom was a 2-year-old nursery school teacher, and then ever since I was always around kids doing that kind of stuff and volunteering, and then I taught for nearly a decade. And I also took storytelling classes, so I would consider myself a storyteller. Can you be a professional kid storyteller? Tell me if I should make a page for my kids' books. What in the peach fuzz? Can't get over that. No. Gabe, thank you. You look 14 and 26 at the same time. Thank you. I get that a lot. Some people, they don't know if I'm under 21 or like 30-ish. Like, they cannot tell. I feel both. I do not feel my age. Edward he goes, I want to go to Courtney's land. It's not as fun as Penn Island. Penn Island is in the Pacific. Okay. It is the Pacific Island of peace. Bald. Why'd you comment bald? All caps. Who's bald? Where is they? That's how I feel sometimes when I'm out in public. My favorite thing in public is when people try not to look They try not to look. And then they'll try to sneak it in. So I look right at them. Dead eye them. And I told you guys, I was at the bank one time. And I guess they had a new manager. But when you go into the bank, apparently, I guess, on their computer screen, they have a picture of you. I had lost a lot of weight since sending them my picture to going into this day. And the manager looked at me and she asked me some questions, date of birth, all this and that, some confirmation things. And then she goes, you looked a lot different from the picture we have on here. I put two and two together. I was like, yeah, I lost a lot of weight. She was like, how'd you do that? What was your secret? I said, I got sick. And she did not know how to respond. And honestly, I didn't know what to do because, like, what do you do after saying that? Like, how do you move on from that as someone who just said that? Like, it's like crazy. So anyway, you guys are so, I love how open and comfortable people are with us baldies. Growing up, I used to always make fun of my dad because he is stubble like me. Stubble. But we used to call him Fuzzy Wuzzy. And there was a song that goes, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a fuzzy wuzzy. And we would sing that to him. Thanks for the love. Oh, you're scared? Am I scaring you? Am I scaring you? Am I scaring you? Are you scared? I really hope none of you guys are people I know in real life. Because you would know, and I wouldn't know. And then I would be scared. Are you scared? Wait. Shrek is a bald baddie. Shrek is a bald baddie. And you know what? Off of that, in high school, two of my friends used to call me Fiona because they thought I looked like Fiona from Shrek. So you right. Maybe they right. Maybe they right. Oh, man. I miss those two. Oh, my God. Body still tea. Thank you, Onyx. I'm scaring you. Ah! 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 I like American Girls. Chana, I'm not like most girls. Are there little kids here? Don't ask if they want to marry you. I'm not asking them to marry me. And they don't have to answer. This is the public space. Okay, we go by the Constitution. Freedom of speech, right, and religion. Thank you. I love you guys. I love you guys. Guys, if you're popping in and you're new, please subscribe so we can keep hanging out. Should I read another story? I thought I just bubbles. Oh, I'm just bubbles. Bubbles. Guys, seriously, give me some requests here. I have a few more activities, so I'm gonna do bubbles, but by request. You guys let me know what you want to do. I have so much, like, what I have is not. And if you weren't here before, like, I have musical instruments, I have books, I have scarves. I could do some interpretive dancing. I can sing for you guys. Yeah, I can show you guys the fit. I got puppets. We're reading some books. I have some dominoes. We can read scripture. Sorry, you know how, like, when your jeans kind of, like, sucked up? Is the fit? All right, so do not tell my sister. But this is her shirt. I took it out of her closet. She's got the jeans, no belt. These are just a mom jean. These are just a mom jean. American Eagle. I kind of wanted like, oh, I wish I had like the wide like baggy jeans. That was what I was kind of hoping for, but I don't have them. But yeah, guys, give me requests. This is, I don't know, these are just the things I feel like pulling out, but we can do science. You guys want to do crafts, except it's only me doing a craft. We could do like a science experiment. You guys want to do science experiments? You guys want to do, I have puzzles, but again, only fun for me. But you guys can help me with the puzzle. Oh, I also was thinking maybe we can all write a story. And the story could be called like, If I Were a Bird. And you guys would have me, it's like a Mad Libs. And you guys would have to help me. We could do Mad Lib. We could do Mad Libs. So when I was a teacher, a lot of people, I asked teachers to do things a certain way so that we could be organized. And they said, no, we want to do things however we want to do them. And then they started doing a bunch of stuff, and then it backfired, and just like I said would happen, things became a hot mess. And one of the things that they did is, instead of using the bubble mix that I bought for this bubble thing, they just put soap and water in, which creates bubbles, but not well. And the bubble mix I bought did. So they didn't even have to go through the effort of making the mix. It's literally had popped. I had the bubble mix downstairs, but I figured I'd just use the mixture they made because I'm not going through the work. I got a lot to do. I'm a busy girl. It was kind of fun. I kind of like that. Comment below if you think I'm autistic. See, bubbles aren't fun when you're the one blowing it, because like you don't get to experience the bubbles. They're gone by the time that, you know, kind of lightheaded. It's a lot of work. Yes, there we go. Did we like that? Do you guys want more bubbles? Do you want more bubbles? Do you want more bubbles? I cannot say more without doing this anymore. Or what is it, all done? I go, I don't know, I turtle. Imagine you're a child and I go. Oh my god, I'm gonna get reinstituted. Do you play Roblox? No, I don't even know what Roblox is. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to be like, no. I just, no. Are you bald everywhere? John, my arms, I shaved them too. I have a story for you guys. It's not about shaving my arms, but it's around the time that I first shaved my arms. It was in middle school, and it was a middle school dance. And I can't dance. Can't dance for the life of me. I can do choreography, no problem. I love choreography. If it's like hip hop, like fun, no problem, no problem. I can't dance. I have no rhythm. I was a college cheerleader. I can't dance. I have no rhythm. Walking into a middle school social, I'm excited, okay? With a new transfer student right there. He's good at dancing. You know, it's dark. They have the Rice Krispie treats with the M&Ms in them, right? I just shaved my arms for the first time, okay? I'm ready. So I walk in to the cafeteria, ready. Pulling out a dance move that I thought was cool because I'm pretty sure I saw it on like Jersey Shore or something. And I was like, this is an easy one to bust out. So there I am. shaven arms, staring right at this beautiful man. 10. I'm 10. Thinking about these Rice Krispie treats, right? Ready to bust out what I didn't know was going to be the biggest crisis of the middle school dance. So there I go. And I punch a girl in the face on accident. And it breaks her glasses and they fall off. And she gets really upset because she's like, that girl punched me. And I was like, no, I promise, I didn't punch you. I can't dance. I was trying to dance. I can't dance. And, like, I think the teacher obviously knew that. And she was like, the girl who did it was like such a drama queen. A few years later, I think that girl and I ended up being friends. I think she forgot about it. But yeah, so that happened. That happened. Then, oh my gosh, that's so funny. So when I was in middle school, when I was in middle school, do you guys remember the swine flu? If you were in the States, do you remember the swine flu? Are you on medication? That's a weird question. What an odd thing to say. I don't know how to answer that. Cause like, do you mean like Band-Aids? I do wear Band-Aids sometimes. Yeah. Like the Neosporin. Sometimes I put that on, yeah. Are you? Are you on medication, John? John Ward? John Ward, what? John Ward, what I want is to know your deepest, darkest secret. I will tell you guys, my deepest, darkest secret is that it's not really even a secret. I don't really have any secrets. Oh, no. Oh, I can't tell that one. So we played a game one time, me and my friends at college. We played a game called, like, you know, like, what's your secret? Like, we were all going to say, like, one thing, you know, we were going to say one thing that no one knows, deep secret. We learned how different each of us were that night. My secret, I won't say because I think it's just so embarrassing and can so get taken out of context. Like, it's just like a funny thing. It's just like, you're like, okay, move on. My friends said drastically different things, and yeah, that was hysterical to go from one of my friends to me, and then yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I was gonna say, but hi. Oh, medication. Oh yeah, medication. Oh yeah, so the Neosporin. I don't know about that. Okay, you tell me, John. You tell me. John, guys, John's asking some pretty crazy questions here. Who are my mods? Well, you did say you're in the hospital, and yes, I hear voices that I can talk to, like telepathy. John, I've had experiences where I've literally heard a coworker's voice saying something where she was like, I heard her voice saying, Courtney, you're so lucky that I love you so much. Otherwise, I would have walked out by now. After I finished hearing that, my coworker walks around the corner and says those exact words to me. And I was like, oh. Again, not the first time that thing has happened. Holy Spirit definitely speaks through me sometimes, and I get those, people want to call downloads. Yeah, Spirit's great. But yeah, okay, all right, well, John, I mostly didn't know how to answer that because, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to be on medication, but I am, and there's some medications that, like, yeah, but I also just don't really feel like talking about my medication, but yeah, I am, I take a lot, I'm on a lot of medication, I'm in a lot, yeah. Yeah, I went to the psych ward, January, which I'm so happy about. Like, it really was a smart decision for me, and for anyone who needs that, who's like, I need support, do not feel scared to go. I was so scared, but you know what? I realized that every single patient in there, because not the nurse, some of the nurses, fucking Tanya. You watch it, Tanya. All the patients were really nice. And I remember we had a little group, and I was gonna tell you guys that. Yeah, okay, so my friends from the ward. So I I remember one time, like, when we would all eat meals together, there was the first time that that I, like, felt like I had, like, friends going into, like, a meal, whatever, because I just had met these people, and I felt like I had friends to sit with, whatever. So I was actually nervous, because I was like, I wonder where I'm gonna sit. You know, you always get nervous. And, oh, okay, yeah, John. What's the word? Oh, and I walked into the cafe, and they had saved me a seat. And as soon as they saw me, they told me, we saved you the seat. And I just felt so seen and loved. And, like, I had never had, like, other humans, like, really look out for me like that. Now, I did have a friend in college who did very similar things, but it's like, so many friends are so superficial, and it's like they want to show up physically for certain checkmark things, but they're not actually present or supportive of your life. Like, they will be there to show face and to smile and to be there when you reach out to them, but they're not going to pick up on the little things that you don't say, and they're not going to pick up and remember and act in a way that's going to be supportive of you. I've experienced that. If anyone else has, great, or not great. If anyone else has, please let me know. And if you haven't, I'm actually really happy about that for you, because some people are really shitty. But yeah, so that's life. I'm ready to move on. We did some bubbles. I have a few more books. We could do Goodnight Beach. I could do 5 swishy fish. I also have this one. I like this one. We could do this one. We're different, but the same. This is a really good one. Remember, I have dominoes. I have these guys. I'm gonna do some interpretive dancing soon. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna read this book. We're different, but the same. We are going to do some dominoes. Little dominoes. And then I think we're gonna do some interpretive dancing. How's that sound with everyone? Oh man. I wonder, what are you guys watching this thinking? What happened? I honestly don't know. What's happening? 61% said they would not marry me. All right, guys, we're gonna start a new poll up in this chat. Sorry, just some clean house. But yeah, guys, give me some requests. Oh, thanks, E. Thanks, E, you're the best. E, do you know how to, can you do the, I don't even know what I'm doing. Can you take the, like, poll down? I don't know how to do the poll. What do I do with the poll? Oh, we're gonna start, let's start a Q&A.